Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Marvel Monday. This is part 4 of our first journey through Sinister Motives, which I've been enjoying thoroughly.
Oh, it's way better than the other one. What was that other one? Galaxy's Most Wanted.
The box that shall not be named.
Yeah, and even Thanos was fine, right? But I don't remember it being like super notable.
It was the...
Did we play that one?
No, we did play that one. What we didn't do is play Ronin from the Guardians box.
Uh-huh.
We got to the 4th thing, got checked at the door.
It's like my Star Wars experience. Yeah. What's up, everybody? How are you, Blank? Good to see you. Blank, a long-time listener, long-time commenter as well. So glad to have you out there. Everybody having a good, what is it, Monday? Woo, it's Monday.
It feels like a Thursday.
My beard's shorter. I shaved summer look today. That's exciting.
Trimmed it
up.
That? You do anything good this weekend?
That's 1/8 right there. Mustache is at 1/16.
I'm actually a little afraid. The beard trimmer I use has been on the same guard for years.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the measurement is. So if it ever stops working, I'll have to just figure that out.
I bet we can figure that out together. We can have a little session.
You want to do that on the stream?
Session.
Just
yeah.
Have a beard.
Have a barber session.
We're going to devolve into just life, social topics. We're not going to play games anymore.
I'll tell you what. It'll be you finding the right beard length, and I'll react to it in real time.
Okay. And can the thumbnail be with you on one side?
100%. You're like shaving and I'm like,
there it is.
No, not the 1/8.
Hey.
You said you're going to bamboozle me on the stream today, so I'm
waiting.
I
am going to bamboozle. We're not going to start there, though. I asked you one thing. Anything notable this weekend happened for you?
Oh, no. I thought you were going to talk about the Spidey stuff.
Oh, no, that's you.
Yeah, I got a garden fully established, fully fenced. We got it all fenced. We redid everything.
What are you most excited to have in your garden?
Potatoes?
Really?
Yeah, probably. I love potatoes. You can cook them easily.
Dude, potatoes are great.
Yeah.
How often do potatoes sprout? Is that the right word?
Yeah, I'm going to be finding out a lot of this. I grew up with my mom doing a lot of gardening, but I was only involved on the go rototill that plot of land spot. I didn't really know the ins and outs of how it worked. Shannon's super amped about it, so she's got all the information and the knowledge, and I'm just there as, again, the muscle. But then as we move along, I'm sure I will pick things up as we go.
Yeah, that's super exciting.
Yeah, it's a beautiful fence. It took us a while, but
you don't own land like that to not grow things.
I agree. I mowed for the first time as well on Friday.
We're back.
Yeah. So
the weather here was awesome.
4 hours a week. Yes, it is.
We sat on our porch last night for a couple hours.
It was amazing last night.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
Literally just sat out there, talked, watched the sunset.
We did the exact same thing. Yeah. Actually had an old fashioned.
I had my Invisalign in. I'll tell you what, this Invisalign thing it's supposed to be done 5 months ago.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
Your Invisalign schedule is like a publisher in 2020 schedule where you think it's going to be happening and then it doesn't and doesn't.
I spent a lot of time with my in-laws this weekend. So what I was thinking it's kind of like a Puerto Rican family's timeline on things.
Invisalign will be done in the next few millennia.
Yeah, they always say it's 2 o'clock Puerto Rican time, which means plus or minus 2 hours. So we had a barbecue yesterday at 2 o'clock. Don't eat lunch, of course, because 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. It's a late lunch, so you're going to be ready.
Eating at 4:45.
Yeah.
Which is
wonderful.
But I'll tell you what, they make exceptional food.
And you were very hungry, and they say that hunger is the best spice.
I was very hungry.
Yeah, that's what the kids say.
But what do we got? What's on the menu?
We got some really important things happening. So I want to make sure that you guys hear this before everybody clicks off. Zach and I continue talking about food. We did it. We have a limited time pre-order of the Spidey products. We got the boards.
I'm linking to the category.
We got the tokens. And we're going to leave them up for pre-order, I think, about a week. Probably this stream this week, and then at the end of next week's stream, that'll probably be about the end of the line. Maybe 24 hours after that. So here's what you need to know about these pre-orders. You sign up.
It's your chance.
You will pay when it's a normal pre-order. So when you click the button, you will have to pay the money. And then we'll be submitting our numbers for production on these imminently. So as early as like I said, a week from now, if not sooner. So at that point, no going back, no funny business, no refunds, etc. So easiest thing to do is just, if you want these products, pre-order them. And if you are on the fence about it, then don't. Because you just need to commit to it.
And if you know anyone that might be interested,
Get them a gift.
now is the time to either get them a gift or tell them, because we did this as a holiday product, and ultimately, I think if the holiday product release hadn't been so bungled because we had production issues, I don't even know that we would be doing this now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are asking, and I know a lot of people missed out on the holidays because
I got pinged.
it didn't happen until January or
100 million
February,
times.
and then it was in and it was out and it was in and it was out. So that we're setting it up as a pre-order so that anyone who wants in can do it, and that we can order with perfect knowledge of how many people want.
It's like a little Kickstarter. Except
is.
we're doing it no matter what.
And if enough of these get purchased, we will
Stretch
send
goal.
you exactly what you ordered.
That's right. You watched the new Batman film?
I have seen it. Have you seen it?
The Batman? I've seen the first 20 minutes of it twice, and I've seen the first 40 minutes of it once.
What were you doing?
So Robert showed me the first little bit to give me a taste of what it's like. He said it might be better than Dark Knight. You think that's true?
He said that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's different. So
I'm looking for a yes or no answer here.
to me, it's almost like the Michael Keaton 1989 Batman and even the Adam West Batman and the Christian Bale 2008 Dark Knight Batman are all very different and also the best in their own kind of way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense?
Yeah.
So I was mostly impressed with this because, people have their thoughts on the old Batfleck, the old Ben Affleck older Batman from the DC failed attempt at a universe and stuff. Which I won't get into that. But what I will get into is I thought that movie was great. And in theaters particularly, I would be curious to... I think I'm going to watch it again, but I'm going to watch it at home because I have access to it now.
So you saw the Batman in theaters?
Yeah.
The recent one?
Because the sound of that movie blew my mind.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes those theaters can have unlevel sound in it. It's really bad. Like the crashing is really loud and the dialogue's really not.
At there's an AMC on 41st in New York. They have the Dolby Atmos theater, and the sound in that theater is supposed to be exceptional.
Yeah.
But that movie to me was the sound of it and his presence as Batman, like his slow walking.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of a Darth Vader thing, really.
Yeah, it was
Darth
really
Batman.
good. Yeah. And I also, I don't want to get in too much because are you going to finish the movie at some point?
Yeah.
Just they made a lot of choices I liked, not going too far into the backstory that we've all seen 1,000 times. I think the looking back, it's a little campy. Even the Dark Knight trilogy where he's kind of becoming Batman and showing the steps on here's this bulletproof armor and explaining it. It's like this it's almost like when a crew's getting assembled in a heist movie.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Kind of a thing. They didn't do that at all. He just slowly is revealing weird technology he has.
Yeah, which I like.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing so far that I have liked the least about it is that I enjoy the super smart, happy Riddler from the animated series, who's just messing with you, not out of a sense of mental, necessarily mental angst necessarily, but just because he thinks he's more clever than you all the time and finds joy in that, rather than the Riddler who I have seen so far, which is very much more of an intense kind of I'm a psychopath kind of a thing.
He definitely presents as a psychopath. Yeah, there's a lot I really liked about it. But I also love Batman. So it's really, unless you're actively doing it bad,
Yeah.
it's hard for me not to like it. I grew up on 90s cartoon Batman, so many.
Oh, yeah.
So the more a Batman leans into the detective half,
Yeah.
the more I like that Batman, because it's just like the 90s Batman I grew up on. That was something the Dark Knight trilogy was light on.
Yeah.
Right? He did some, but it's not the same
Yeah.
as this one. I also liked, he's at a really interesting stage of his Batman level. You know what I mean?
Batman-ness.
So it's not the new Batman where he's growing into be this character, and it's not the experienced Batman.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing someone kind of complain that he fails a lot in the movie.
Yeah.
It's yeah, he's new at this.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of like that. If you're gonna go somewhere with this character over more movies or something, it's an interesting choice to not show the beginning or the end.
Yeah.
of the character.
All right. Dig it. Howlett James saying, I think it's the best Batman movie and the best Batman portrayal. He finally is a fighter and a detective.
Yeah. Did you see the Batmobile yet?
Yes.
I love the Batmobile.
Sure did.
That's like my favorite style of car.
That's about where I left off, actually.
Yeah.
I think this most recent time. So we got the Spidey products. Pre-order those. You can find them on our website. We would love to be able to send you these. And, I can't say really. Who knows? The future is a wild thing. It's unpredictable. So are they ever going to show up again? I mean, I would say it's unlikely that we would do this again. Maybe if there's another big Spider-Man moment in the game and everybody keeps pinging me on Discord, maybe they would happen again. But I would imagine this is probably the last time we'll do this kind of a run.
I'm happy to see that my prompting to get everyone to go tag you on Discord worked. Also, shout out to everyone on our community texting list for giving feedback that they would, in fact, buy this product. If we listed it, I haven't texted those people yet. I'm going to text after the stream. Nice thing is that anyone that wants to get in, it can get in. You just have to get in this next week or so.
Click the buttons.
And then we're off to race. So I have a proposition for you.
Yeah, you're trying to bamboozle me here. What's going on here?
It's going to make so much sense. It'll make your head spin. So your Ghost Spider cards are incredible.
Yeah.
And I noticed something last time we were playing, which is you almost never play allies.
That's right. Yeah.
I, as my off affiliation card, chose Rapid Response, which means
you need the allies.
I need the allies.
Yeah, here you go.
You have the Web Warrior neutral ally stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, across the Spider-Verse there.
There's the 3-cost location that you ignore if you're a Web Warrior.
Yeah, I do have.
And then you have the 2 or 3 neutral Spider-Man characters.
I'll send them to you.
I feel
I'll
like
ship them.
Yeah.
See, I've got some. Here's the neutral one. Here's the neutral one.
Yeah, you have one that was protection, which is why we ended up going that direction.
I have a couple, actually. Spider UK is protection. Jocasta's not a spider person. Silk is a spider person. So I've got 2 protection spider people.
Yeah, but I think it says...
And then Web of Life and Destiny. You want that one, yeah? Now you can run those neutral pumpers.
This Web of Life and Destiny does. After Web Warrior ally leaves play, choose the player. The player draws a card.
Yeah, so that's universal.
Yeah, but you can imagine my Rapid Response.
So I get 4 slots. They're yours.
Yes. It makes sense, right?
4 slots. What am I going to do with 4 slots?
I'm playing these weakest potatoes aggression allies, and I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I like it. Okay, I got 4 slots. You got your stuff here?
Yeah, what
collection?
You want protection and neutrals?
Ooh, let's see. Where do I go from here?
Told you I bamboozled you a little bit, but not in like a degenerate way. Kind of in a, this is a little exciting because you get
Yeah, I suppose I should look at...
You just weren't playing those cards very often.
Boy, Get Behind Me looks good in this deck. Get Behind Me looks really good in this deck. Like right off the bat, that just immediately
was on the
is
top
tantalizing.
Of the
These are, is 3 of in this one? It is 3 of.
Yeah. Yeah,
3s?
That sounds right.
I don't know, they're small decks. What's up, First Stones? Good evening, happy to be on my first live stream. Finally, awesome you guys are still going. I've been catching up on almost all the Marvel Champions videos since a few weeks of getting into it. That's fantastic, well welcome. Welcome to the live show. It looks a lot like the replays you've been watching. In fact, it's identical. But right now it's live. You see, that's the
appeal.
That's the difference.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess that would be the difference. And you get to hear your name, which is insane whenever somebody says your name live. It's so weird. I will never forget when that happened to me. Why are we not playing Jump Flip? Shouldn't we have been playing this earlier?
Probably asking if you have Defiance in your deck. You do, right? That's like a common thing.
Yeah, I've got Defiance there.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just built a deck and never looked back because your cards were so good.
Yeah, basically that was it. I didn't even think again.
Yeah. So I'm looking at swapping.
I feel like Get Behind Me is really important. Wait, am I missing something? Isn't this good? When a treachery card is revealed, cancel the when revealed effects, the villain attacks me. But I play this, it's an interrupt, I stand myself to cancel a treachery card, then it attacks me, I block that attack, I do all my stuff if I need to. Seems good, right?
Yeah, I mean, but you only get to stand once, right? And he's
Yeah.
attacking you most turns anyway.
Uh-huh.
It's not bad for sure.
But like he attacks me, I block for 4, I'm sitting down, treachery card revealed.
Yeah, it's also like
And it can work on your cards, too.
Canceling a treachery card or when revealed effect is like one of the most powerful abilities in the game.
Yeah, dude, that's why I love Spycraft.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going, if you couldn't tell.
Bait and switch. Now, that's pretty good, too. They've kind of figured out that you need these cards.
I'm proud of them.
And Dauntless seems good. Here's remaining hit points. You're equal to or greater than your starting hit points. You get Retaliate 1.
Do you have that situation? Oh.
Sometimes.
I start out because of my upgrade with that situation.
Yeah, you do start out with that situation. Okay.
Just cruising through these neutrals. I think I'm switching to the Power of All of Us with all these neutrals. This is the thing I needed last week when I added the Power of Aggression, and I was considering this, and it was close. But these all make it like send it over the edge.
Yeah, now it's having run energy barriers. Run a Clea. That's an easy ally.
Brad saying I just pre-ordered the token. Super stoked. Well, hey, thanks for the order. Couldn't do any of this without a bunch of people ordering stuff from. This is crazy.
First hit. When a minion initiates an attack, deal 2 to that minion. Okay, that's pretty good. Never Back Down seems really good, too. I don't know why that wasn't in the original deck. It's always good. It's always good, man. Oh my gosh, I've got all these crazy allies, too. By 1. Yeah. I just think I'm not going to be playing allies. Are you cool with that?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I could play multiple, man.
How is Spider-Girl not a web warrior?
Are you serious? Can we make her one? She is.
I mean, hypothetically, we
web
can do
warrior,
it.
right?
Would like. Seems crazy to me. It's crazy, right?
We're Stumpful. No, we didn't. Did you guys see that FFG let the mutant cat out of the bag via the Gen Con event catalog? Classic FFG marketing prowess. They got X-Men stuff?
It's called like Mutant Insurgents or something like that.
We assume that means
X-Men.
X-Men?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blank saying Web Warrior didn't exist back then.
Yeah, so we can make it work now. Preservation's kind of cool. After you spend it, heal the damage from your hero. That's classic wild value right there.
Wild value.
Discard, reduce your... Cool. Oh, defensive training is kind of interesting too.
Go on.
Check this out. Exhaust it. Choose a training, choose a protection card from your discard pile, shuffle it back into your deck. Kind of good. Can get a lot of these critical protection events back. Gives me something to do when I'm an alter ego, which currently is like near zero. But then again, it's near zero, so why go there to begin with, right?
Apparently Boggs said on stream that there will be a way to add Web Warrior later somehow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Let's just, we always got Night Nurse, right? Night Nurse is nice.
Night Nurse is nice.
Nice Night Nurse.
Can I cut some of these Miles cards? Just kidding.
Yikes. Got a good sign. Okay, I think I've got stuff on the board here that's good enough to play. Okay. Let's do a Night Nurse. Let's do a Clea. Let's do 2 Get Behind Me's. These are all the cost cover I'm looking for. What do you think about, how are we on threat removal? Does it feel like we could use more of that?
I mean, sometimes the threat can get mildly out of control, but it hasn't ever gotten...
Hasn't lost us the game.
Yeah,
hasn't.
we always just blitz at a certain point.
Those are all good to go. I think my choice is here. Let's look together. Let's take it to the house here. Get Behind Me. Clea Night Nurse. Bait and switch. Which 2 stacks do you take? Good morning, Kai. Good to see you. So this is villain attacks me on my turn. Bait and switch. And I remove 4 from the main scheme. So it's an opportunity to trigger everything if it wasn't able to be triggered on the off sequence. So like the first time when
I do like that.
Play the stuff, I get it, and then I refresh, and then I get it again. So it's kind of like a double turn and 4 threat off, which is like just standardly good. Get behind me. Similarly, the standing only matters. Like a lot of sequences, I get attacked, I defend, I stand up with the ability. And then you don't get attacked, you're an alter ego or whatever. And then we go to treachery cards. So it can cancel and still make use of that ready.
Yeah. Especially because I stun and stuff quite a bit.
Yeah. And canceling when revealed effects can be pretty important.
Yeah.
As you and I both know.
And a lot of times the attack is not that threatening. Especially because they can attack and we can still block. So like I can block with an ally, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Which I don't hate. So I like both of those actually.
Do those over the Night Nurse Clea situation?
I find it hard to believe you're ever going to pay 2 for Cleo.
I agree. She's out. Could do a Night Nurse, bait and switch, double get behind me, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Let's do like this. You like that?
You're adding 4.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Got 4 slots.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I like that a lot. Robin of Locksley, who is your favorite hero in the game so far? The ones that come immediately to mind, I've always loved the Spider-Man from the core set. That was fun.
I still love Black Panther.
Yeah, classics. I also really like Scarlet Witch. I think they did a really exceptional job capturing the chaos. And I just have a lot of fun with that character when we're playing.
This character has been one of my favorites right off the bat.
Yeah.
Ghost Spider is awesome.
Both these characters have been
super fun.
Very fun. So essentially, this comic strip is showing Venom, Miles, and Gwen teaming up to fight the Sinister Six.
Great.
And then zap.
Everything goes crazy. It looks like an insane scene.
Yeah.
So much fun.
It is insane. Okay.
Walk Dogger saying something that I really like. I was rewatching the last stream and you guys missed a victory point in the display. You had 3, but you only counted 2.
How many are we on?
Public Outcry, Community Side Scheme, and Fool's Paradise, the Rey Mysterio Jr. one. Well, let me consult my handy dandy campaign guide. Complete with a number of sketches for the new website.
Ooh. That thing's been cooking for a while. We don't really talk about that. The one thing I've learned about web projects is that you don't talk about them.
Don't talk about web projects.
Until they're done.
Scribble on that. Okay, Marvel. So that would put us at 15 Veeps.
Okay. So that's going to actually get us to the next level.
Would that change stuff?
Maybe. Let's look.
We believe Walk Dogger because Walk Dogger is giving us victory points.
14 and 15 are the same.
Okay, great.
All right, so we're going to walk through this slowly but surely.
And do we need to honor the track on the back? Does something happen now?
I'm going to read through that after we get set up. Mysterio disappears in a puff of smoke, revealing that you've been led into an underground silo. The stillness in the room quickly erupts into a chaotic melee as each member of the Sinister Six bursts from the darkness. Villains? Ooh, this is going to be cool. Doc Ock 1. 1 second. Let me find this thing.
I decided to go with bait and switch over. One more bait and switch over the 2 get behind me.
Deal.
We'll have a little sprinkle of cancel. Let me do my job. Centering. I was telling Evan this morning that the first thing you should ask in a relationship to find out what kind of person you're dating, there is one question that will give you the answer. Would you rather wash dishes, dry dishes, or put them away? And with that knowledge, I could find the perfect partner for every single person on the planet.
What's your answer?
Putting dishes away. What about you?
So it's wash, dry, or put away?
Yeah.
Definitely wash.
Yeah. I gotta guess that.
I don't know what that means,
Thank
but
you, Michael Waldo.
I'm into it.
Yeah. I'll write the book on it later, but just know that it's the only thing. I'll
So
have like a dating service.
It's like Hitch, except for we need a name for you like Hitch.
I can think of a few.
Steven? All right, villains. Dr. Octopus 1. Check this out. This is from the Sinister Six set. This is going to be insane. These aren't going to work at all.
Okay. They're out of here. Who needs these products?
One of those might.
Right.
But we have Electro 1. So there's basically the 6.
Oh, so it's like Wrecking Crew times 6 instead of 4.
Yeah, but I don't know that they'll all be out at once. I don't know how that's going to function. We'll get to that in a second. But we need those. So the main scheme is Sinister Synchronization, 1A, 1B.
Okay, we can put that in this thing.
And Sinister Beatdown, 1A, 1-2.
Put that here, too.
Which I don't know if they're both out or not, but they're both here, which I'm just walking.
Can't be. I guess it's...
The encounter deck is the Sinister Six, which is here.
1A, 2A. Yeah.
I adore this. Sinister Six. These should be with this guy. I am the Sandman. The Guerrilla Tactics sides game.
Does it have the gorilla on it? Mm-mm. It's not a clever play on
funny.
words. It's just
no, I don't think so.
actually gorilla.
And the standard encounter set. All right, let me get the standard for you.
No, I guess I shouldn't look at that. I'm just like, what's going on? Chris Malver saying, as a put-away guy, what is your wife and what is a match for a putter-awayer? Let me tell you, this
whole stream has just gone to a different place than I would have ever imagined.
I think everybody who does their dishes task, that is a psychological profile you can build, right? Put away, enjoy the order, the idea of things being tidy, the bringing of chaos to order is a big theme there. The washing, a lot of times, is like if you're my wife, you so don't want to put the dishes away that you'd be willing to wash them. So there's an element there, but it's also the idea that there is something that you can put your activity and your like focus into and make a difference. So I think there's a psychological profile there.
I was gonna say, I think for me, cleaning them or loading them into the dishwasher feels like I'm achieving something that needs to be done.
That's right. Putting them away is maintenance.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually accomplish anything. It's simply, well, the dishes could be in the dishwasher and I could just use them from there. You know, these kinds of things. So that's a huge paradigm. I don't know if the drying people actually have a role in the paradigm.
It is maybe A or B.
Yeah. But if somebody likes to wash dishes, somebody likes to dry dishes.
The real question is, if you're a put-away person, are you the kind of person that dries it before putting it away?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're
from dishwasher to thing.
That's probably better because I forget that most people actually use a dishwasher, and I'm currently in a non-dishwasher situation. So I think it's the two. We can go down to the two.
But if there wasn't a dishwasher,
yeah,
and it was either wash it and put it on like a drying rack or something,
yeah,
or you put it from the drying rack up. It's very distinct roles.
I would say, and so the thing is, if you're a washing person, you think you will connect with other washing people because your psychology is going to think in similar ways. You'll make a bad practical pair because you'll both want to be washing the dishes, right?
And
nobody wants to put it away. But you'll understand each other, and so the communication might be easier because you'll be speaking similar languages. I think the practical realities of two opposing dish people is helpful, but it will also be more difficult on the communication side because you're thinking about things differently. Like to me, it's way more important, not more important necessarily, but it's super important that dishes get put in the proper place, the right place every single time, quickly. Or else, what are we doing? Because then I go to get something and it's like, it's not there. Where is it? Oh, it's in the dishwasher. Like, why is it in the dishwasher? It's been there for 2 days.
And one thing I'm understanding through my marriage that I didn't 100% understand, even though I'm around a lot of people that want exactly what you just described, is that it reminds me, there's examples tied together. Like one time we were driving in downtown Indianapolis, lots of traffic, chaos. I'm driving, Robert's sitting in the front seat. He's not even driving and he's anxious about it. Whereas until I look over and see that he's kind of like not quite comfortable, I'm not even thinking about that.
You're a leaf in the wind.
I'm just rolling. But what I'm starting to understand is like that moment you just described where you go to grab the measuring cup and the cup's not there.
Yeah.
There's a feeling or a sense of unease that gets created for people who, like for me, that doesn't bother me at all. It's like, well, this is a new problem I get to solve. In fact, the solving of that problem and the finding of the cup, the measuring cup,
a little reward.
It's a little reward. Whereas to some people, it's frustration, it's unease. Like if you can't find the vacuum and you don't know where the vacuum went, that would be like a very frustrating experience.
Yeah, why is this in a different place?
Yeah. And that wouldn't bother me as much. It might even be like, if I had to like kind of detective where it might be, it's like, well, I remember Serena vacuuming upstairs. And then I go find it,
See, so the piece of that to me is, one, this means that the system that we've set up to get things into the right place isn't working. So we need to revisit the system. Because it's supposed to be this way so that everybody knows where something is at any given moment, which is really helpful. That way people aren't wasting time. But then secondarily, it's like, is it also inconsiderate? Like if you're not thinking like, oh, somebody else might need this, so I'm going to take the time to put it where they will expect it to be, and then you don't do that, that I read also as inconsiderate behavior.
Yeah, and that's one of the most common... I think the other part in a relationship is how willing you are to communicate.
Yeah, totally.
Because like some people are differences and it's bad because it's always fighting.
Yeah.
And some people are good at fighting.
Yeah.
It's not like personal. It's just like you just have to work through this thing.
This is how I'm seeing things.
Yeah. And like there's so many things I do that once explained to me, it's like I understand why you would feel like that is inconsiderate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, do you understand that in my lens, I would not even think that?
Yep.
Because that's just not how I'm processing information ever.
100%. You just have to understand people are processing things very differently.
Crazy.
Like really differently. Like how can you ever actually believe anybody's feeling or experiencing anything like you are?
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, like all that effort you go into making sure the vacuum is where it needs to be. You do 1,000 times a day against 1,000 different things. And then like thinking that I will appreciate that. And it's like, I'm so grateful I know exactly where the vacuum's at.
You don't care about that at all.
And that can very much grind on someone because it's like you're doing all this work that no one's appreciating. It's like, do you not appreciate the effort I put in for you?
And let me tell you, if that vacuum isn't where it should be, it may as well be on Mars. There's no place I could even consider. It's like, it's not there. I'm going to buy a new one because like, I don't even know where to start looking.
Surely, if there weren't something wrong with it, it would be where it's supposed to be.
That's right. If my keys aren't where I keep them every morning, it's absolute chaos. I can't even think to remember where they might be because they're always there.
Yeah.
So when they're not there, it's chaos.
And I definitely appreciate the people that don't like dealing with new situations and solving unique problems that could have easily been pre-solved. I appreciate that way more than I ever did.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? It makes you uncomfortable when this happens. And okay, I can logically understand that.
Yeah. It's about the logic, really. And then what's funny is I come into work and like the most exciting thing is solving new problems constantly. Yeah. But it's like once something's solved, I don't ever want to have to think about it again.
Well, you like solving specific kinds of problems, right?
Yeah.
But like what you don't want to have to do is say, where is this hobgoblin card? And like go digging through my shelves of where that might be.
Yeah.
And I even do, like I have all my cards sorted pretty well.
Yeah, you're a good sorter.
And so like that's not a problem I want to. That's a problem that actually shows up enough that I don't want to keep solving it.
Yeah, nice.
If I use the vacuum every day and had to find it every day, I would eventually get tired of that.
Right. Can you imagine? Yeah. You just vacuuming daily. That would be an interesting situation.
Yeah. It sounds like a show. It's like purgatory. It's just like.
Oh no, the AC. That's weird.
We've been bamboozled.
All right, set that scenario up, would you?
Yeah. All right. The active counter. During the scenario, there may be more than one villain in play. However, only one villain at a time will have the active counter, which is placed on a villain at the start of the scenario, and will move between villains through card abilities. The active counter determines which villain is considered active. This is the only villain that activates during step 2 of the villain phase. Encounter card effects that refer to the villain without a qualifier refer only to the active villain. Card effects that specify the villain who best meets a certain condition refer to the specified villain regardless of which villain is active. So there will be 6 villains. Let's move this. And only one of these will be active at a time. Now I'm going to get a shiny token to put on there. Some kind.
Let's get our Wrecking Crew stuff out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we didn't have an active Wrecking Crew moment, right?
Yeah, I think it was just the... Didn't we... How did we... Wasn't there not a symbol for that? Did we just mark it with a token?
How did we mark it? Maybe there was an active token.
I think it was like the first... Yeah, there was. There totally was. It was the with all the faces. I can find this if you want to...
To carry on. After the villain with the active counter is defeated, move the active counter onto the villain in the activation order. If no other villains are in play, see the active counter aside.
Dude, these tokens are so good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we got to bring this into the world at one point. Look at these, man.
Now you're pitching a token that is also not available.
Look at how awesome the art is, though. In all the champion stuff. All that champion stuff. You look in this box and how awesome all these scenes are. There it is right here, by the way. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome still.
Apparently they don't all start in play, so that'll be fun. Activation order. Each villain in a scenario has the text activation order X. Okay.
True.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Didn't even know what I was doing. This determines the order in which the villain activates. When instructed to move the active counter to the next villain in the activation order, move the active counter from the villain who has it to the villain with the next ascending value in the order. If there's no activation order value greater than the current villain's value, move the active counter to the villain with the lowest value. So it would just loop back around. Campaign instructions. Put the Venom ally into play under the first player's control. That's me.
I like that Venom just hangs out with us for a while. That's cool.
He's on our side.
And who is Venom taking over right now?
Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock.
That's the classic Venom.
Standard host.
Yeah, that's the most notable. Put the public outcry environment into play. I have this set aside.
Very nice. Keith, cool. Sam would love to take a vote on the most used liked characters and offer color-coordinated boards for them. Maybe one at a time. Yeah, we talked about doing some stuff like that.
You know what? This will be the stretch
mind
goal.
at some point, yeah.
How well these spider boards and tokens do. If they do well enough, we'll have no choice but to do it.
I guess if they do well enough, yeah. That is a moving target, right? If we sell 1 million spider boards,
Definitely.
we will do more boards.
Yeah. I can stamp it, mark me, cut it, time code it, print it. Here's the question of the day. We've arrived. Do we have a graphic for this yet? I'm just waiting on someone. Question of the day. If we were going to make a custom themed colored board... I just got to ask.
We're witnessing it right now. This is a washing the dishes guy right here.
Yeah, I'm getting something done.
This is it. Right here.
You just want order.
I'm going to be putting these dishes away later.
Also, does this bother you? This has been a total bamboozle of a stream. Does this... it's so funny to me, right? So, like, washing the dishwasher, like when you activate it, right?
Yeah.
Especially silverware. The number of forks and knives and spoons in there, irrelevant.
Yeah.
Outside of the fact that you have to put them in and take them out.
Yeah. Do you alternate? Do you put the forks down and the spoons up? Because apparently that's what I heard this a long time ago. Forks down so you don't stab yourself. Of course, it'd be hard. You're not like sprinting into the dishwasher. Spoons up because if you put them down, they can stack on top of each other and then not get washed.
That's smart. Yeah, I put everything down.
I don't have a dishwasher right now.
Drop them in.
Yeah.
So it's really funny. Like I'll be making classic my overnight oats. Doing my stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's basically a prison you put yourself in at this point.
Yeah. I'll throw the spoon in the sink when I think I'm done with it. Later I'll realize I need another spoon. So I get another spoon.
Oh no.
Would me getting a second spoon for that activity bother you if we were sharing dishwasher duties?
Is it the same spoon is it okay that it has oat things on it to be used again? Or is this a new task, a new spoon task?
It could have been the same spoon. But you threw it into maybe your pot that had something in it earlier
That does not bother me if both spoons end up after the task at hand in whatever, the dishwasher or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, that's all. That's all I need to know. No,
especially a dishwasher.
No reason I'm asking.
Now, if both of those spoons stay in the sink, and then it's like I'm washing the dishes, then it's annoying. Yes,
a little bit annoying. Yeah.
Or if they just stay in the sink indefinitely.
Oh, that would be.
That's
yeah.
Nobody likes that.
Even I can't.
Nobody likes that.
I don't like that.
Don't
At a certain
leave dishes
point, it's
in
like,
the
yeah,
sink,
I'm just gonna
please.
go ahead and do these dishes.
Don't leave them in the sink.
All right. Public outcry out. Shuffle the smear campaign treachery and the snitches get stitches attachment into the encounter deck.
This is half the game here.
Yeah, it really is.
Watch it set up. I swear, just start the channel, a side channel. We'll start a new one.
Hey, speaking of doing the dishes, you got ideas here.
I have nothing but ideas. Well, and a lot of other things, but I do have a lot of ideas as well.
Where?
Josh West, look at this. Look at this. What a professional.
Oh, I didn't even get to ask my question of the day. Question of the day. Hold on, real quick. Let me sneak it in. If
Almost got out of there.
If we were going to make one board themed after something in the Marvel universe beyond what we've already done, just a board. I'm not even talking tokens. Just a board. We're going to make one board. What?
If we were to make one.
If we were. So that's the question. What would be the board that would make you exceptionally happy to see
Just
and
jacked.
to own?
And to spend money. Just like flying out of your pocket.
Well, we don't want to do it if people don't want to buy it. I mean, that's just a waste of everybody's time.
Right. Josh West said, I already got 2 boards, but we'll get 2 more to support your team's amazing products. That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
And let me tell you, if you're on the fence right now, seriously, here's a little tip from your friend in Flesh and Blood TCG investment witness, Stephen Woolley, who doesn't get any of this. But if you buy these Spidey board, a couple of them, let's buy 3 of them, 4 of them maybe, and you get down the line a year from now and you're like, I'm done with Marvel Champions, I'll bet you can at least sell them for your money back, if not twice to 3 times.
That's what happened with those OG Arkham boards that we can't make anymore.
Yeah, that we can't make anymore. Because sometimes, it's just the way that things work. There's going to be somebody comes along in 2 years, they're going to be watching the stream and they're going to say, oh my gosh, I just started playing Marvel Champions. And Spider-Man is my favorite hero. I'll do anything to get those boards. And we'll be like, we're not making the boards anymore. Sorry. Like, we wish we were, but we're not. And then they'll go on eBay and they'll be like, I will pay thousands of dollars for a Spider-Man board. And then you can make some money. We make a little money. You make a little money. Everybody's happy. Chris Hodevec saying X-Men. Prepared a game saying X-Men.
I mean, it does make a certain amount of sense.
Chris Hodevec on Thor. Igor on Miss Marvel. Brad Cox on X-Men. Brombe on X-Men.
Uh-oh.
Kai on X-Men or Guardians. It's not Guardians.
Here's what I...
It's not.
Here's what you gotta do. Go to our Discord channel. Just kidding.
Doctor Strange or Hulk. Captain America. Thor or Scarlet Witch. Edward Stumfel has 4 boards. Currently different.
Wow.
He's now maybe ordered number 5. Crazy.
That's awesome.
X-Men blue with yellow felt or yellow with blue felt? Great question. Or yellow with blue highlights.
I'm gonna guess
blue with yellow highlights. Do some airbrushing. Some
blue in this style would look a lot better than the yellow. But
red X in the middle.
I don't know the like Carcosis gold, but if you went more yellow, it would look cool.
Okay. X-Men's got the most votes.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, but you'd have to do that in a way that it's not like we wouldn't have to. We don't want to do the copyright infringement, you know. So it'd have to be cleverly done. But you can't copyright an X, surely.
You can try.
It's just an X in a circle. What?
Campaign.
It means
server.
Excellent boards.
Yeah,
Excellent board products.
All our stuff is inspired
Excellent.
by.
Yeah, definitely.
But legal. A lot of people aren't.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh,
topic.
so much. Appreciate you. Are you looking for something?
I found these, so that's positive.
Okay, what's next?
I'm looking for the community service stack.
You put the dishes away. You know where things were. Community service stack.
Hold on.
Can I be of assistance?
You're doing just a fine job.
I'm really very productive currently. Just blabbing. Here it is. Here's the community service stack.
Really?
Is that it?
Yeah, great. We need a random one that we haven't already
Look at
completed,
me
which I have
helping.
in here. I'm really proud of you.
Here's some expert cards, which we're not using.
Right.
Right?
Those need to get burned.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Take care of that. All right, here we go. Random community service.
All right. And then
Today we'll be doing
Where's the gorilla? There it is.
Back alley burglary. Nothing says serving the community like burgling somebody in an alley. Victory 1. After you thwart the scheme, choose to either spend a fist or discard one random card from your hand. Okay, so you got a little stabbed in the process.
All right, next task. I need you to unsleeve these.
I like GT Lime here. Probably a board that isn't fully hero dependent, like Avenger, X-Men, Guardian.
That's actually probably really smart. Can you just unsleeve those real quick and stack them here?
2 leftover community service cards. Where would you like them?
That would come over here.
Ryan Kane, coincidentally, doing the dishes currently.
What are the odds? Someone out there surely had to be. Place threat on the light at the end of the tunnel scheme equal the number recorded in the Waking Nightmare section of the campaign line. What?
Threat where?
Hold on.
Nightmare what?
Doesn't make any sense.
What's the order of operations? What do you need?
You de-sleeve that? Mm-hmm. Those are not getting used. That's why we de-sleeved it.
Okay, so I'm going to put them over here with the treachery cards from Expert that are also not getting
Meanwhile, these need sleeved.
Oh, great.
Can you see if you can find the light at the end of the tunnel side scheme?
Here it is. Put the light at the inside scheme into play, trap side face up.
From the deck. It's been that stack here.
This one?
Yeah.
That in my hands?
Yeah.
Light at the end.
Yeah.
Trap side face up. Done.
That's going to be in that stack as well.
This here.
Come back now.
I sleeve this too because I'm not.
All right, then we're going to read the XP track to make sure we're doing everything.
Now, hold on. Do we need to... Are we supposed to have drawn by now?
No.
Okay, so setup. Choose X villains at random where X is one more than the number of players. Are we doing this currently?
So 3 villains at random, yeah.
Okay. Put 3 into play. Place the active counter on the villain with the lowest activation and set the other villains aside. Coming in 16.
All right, so we got Vulture, Dr. Octopus, and Scorpion. And they're going to be in this order.
Love that.
Doc Ock is going to be the active villain.
Okay.
Which I will put here.
So we come in 4 here on Sinister Synchronization. It has a special here. Special. Choose a set-aside villain at random, put that villain into play, and place the active counter on it. So we get another villain. We do flip this, right? Yeah. Flip to this. It's an ambush. Okay, so we have a 4th villain, right? It's got to be.
That's fascinating.
Because on 1A, we choose 3, put him into play. And then on 1B, we choose a set-aside villain at random, put it into play. Why would it do it like that?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't it just have a choose 4 here? Why are they doing this?
Well, because technically, if you do it this way, this put the active token on the lowest number. Mm-hmm. This is going to put the active token on whatever number this happens to be. But I don't know why they would even have you put that active token down.
Why are we missing something? Oh, specials don't happen when revealed.
Okay.
Why is everything so weirdly confusing in this game? I don't understand. Is it me? Is it us? Are we the problem here?
So, you may tell the truth.
Yeah.
They don't have a dish putter upper.
Everybody's washing.
Yeah. So, like, as an example, I like solving interesting problems the first time. I don't like trying to understand what the word you means more than 5 times.
Here's the thing, dude. Any normal person is going to flip this card over and start doing it.
I mean, it says ambush. It's like, surely this is happening right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress.
Force interrupt. When a villain would activate, if no villain is in play, resolve this card's ambush ability. Continue that activation. So when a villain would activate, if none of them are out, we put 1 in play.
Got you.
And then we continue.
Who does that?
Who knows, man? Who knows?
I'm just poking. Okay, so I'm going to go to the experience track. I'm going to read through all these bad things that happened to us.
It'll like forever be just a meme.
Shuffle
now.
each card recorded in the Osborne text section of the campaign log and then counter deck. So I already did that. That's 2. It's the arm cannon and the spike talent. Set up, place 1 threat on the main scheme per player. So 2 threat, more. Set up in player order. Each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion. Put that minion into play and engage with themselves. For each player who did not put a minion to play this way, deal them 1 face down encounter card.
Now, hold on just a second. Okay, I get it. Okay, never mind. Is what you're saying important?
We each going to search that stack and get a minion.
This is a short stack, man. This is all we've got. Oh, we've got all that stuff, too.
Yeah.
Okay, done. Wait, is smear campaign in here? How many times have we done this smear campaign thing?
It just keeps happening.
Oh. It's called a story.
They keep smearing us.
And what is this? Is this happening
that
still?
That stays in play.
How many times we got to do this?
Every
it's because they're always mad at us. Is this the idea?
Yeah. So there's one of the Spider-Man through lines is like, they're not sure if you're a good guy or a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
And you're kind of getting framed for stuff.
Right on.
And so part of the reputation track is that the villains become more aware of us the more successful we are, so bad things happen. But also the public likes us more the more we do stuff. So we get good stuff. We also have, remember, the upgraded version of our tech. So the enhanced side. So like I have my impact dampening suit, enhanced side. Which, when I would take any amount of hero damage from a villain, I can discard the top card of my deck and prevent one.
Yeah, it's great. And I've got the Wave Bracers enhanced. -1 attack, but +2 defense, retaliate 1 and stalwart. Real quick too, Michael, shipping cost to Europe for a set of Spidey tokens and board is over $50. Dang, that's almost as much. It is. International shipping is really interesting right now, notably because there's only a few countries in the world that actually have like stable door-to-door tracking so that we can actually monitor when something's been delivered or not, which is the experience that we're wanting to offer people. So if you're in a country that does not have that, where the USPS handoff goes into essentially a void of, we don't know where it is anymore, then it's got to go through UPS. So that a lot of times can be a little more expensive than like first class. I'm not sure this stuff would go first class depending on the weight anyway. I think it would because it's under 4 pounds. But there's a lot of fraud and stuff involved in international transactions, so we have to have door-to-door tracking, or we just can't send it.
And it's worth noting, I know, this is a little bit of effort, but what we've seen with some, like our Ashes subscription, is people from the same country going in on an order. So it's a single shipment, because the price of shipping a bunch of one thing is not that much more than shipping 1 or 2 of those things. So
is this 30? Hinder 10 per player, 10?
Yes. But it's also, it says, put threat in the light at the end of the tunnel scheme equal to the number recorded in the Waking Nightmare section of the campaign line.
Okay, I hope I have that. So it starts at 30.
Hey, we need that 20 threat thing, finally.
What's up, Art? Anyone got a TC Discord link? You can find that in our website footer under Discord.
Dude, we finally get to use the 20.
You're right, we do. And look at how awesome it looks.
Some big brain decided to put that token in the set, not knowing when and if we'd ever really, really, truly need it.
But here we are. Nightmares, I have 1. 1 is listed under Nightmares.
All right,
so
1 bonus.
31.
Yeah. All right, then the next step is we're going to shuffle our decks together. Just kidding. Imagine printing an ability where you shuffle every player's cards together at the start of the game.
You know what I call that? Fun.
I call it fabulous fun.
I want to build my entire deck, and then, you know what I want to do? I want to just throw it all out the window.
Can we just please have a pile? Okay, so this gets to 16, we advance. Let's read through our villains really quick, shall we? Dr. Octopus, stage 1. 2 scheme, 2 attack with a special. After he attacks and damages you, place a threat on the scheme. Move the active counter to the next villain in the activation order.
Okay, so he threats everything up 1. So don't take damage from him. You fool.
Well, the damage is only for the threat. I think it moves no matter what happens.
Yeah.
When defeated,
Will?
I think so.
Yeah, because it'll always at least put 1 on the main scheme.
Yeah. Well, so it says, after he attacks and damages you, place a threat on the main scheme, period. Move the active counter to the next villain. So I think that text triggers when he attacks you.
It's not if he does move the active counter to the next.
So interestingly, he'll attack the first person, and then we'll be dealing with the next thing.
Yeah. So this is a Wrecking Crew situation, man. They're using the same mechanic.
Yeah. Now, he only has 8 hit points. So that's lower than normal. We can knock him out pretty quick, actually. When defeated, remove 4 threat from a side scheme. 7 instead if We have no other villains are in play, so this villain side.
I'm so in love with this reality that's being created on the Marvel Champions stream culturally. Zach is about to lose it. I've never seen Zach actually be, well, I've seen a couple of times Zach be mad. But it's amazing to watch the emotional roller coaster that is surely a rule works this way, and then chat saying, no, it doesn't work that way. Because there's a logical way to read something and understand how it works, and then there's the way that it's being done.
How?
It's not a conditional statement. What makes that conditional?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
It doesn't
place
say
one threat in the
if.
scheme and move the active counter.
Right.
It's a different sentence.
But it's because the response only happens if Dr. Octopus attacks and damages you. You wouldn't know that unless you were like reading it in that way.
How in the world is that how that works? Because a special trigger.
Because the trigger is after Dr. Octopus attacks and damages you. This is the response. Place a threat on each scheme and then move the active counter.
So the star abilities that are forced responses are self-referential.
That you have to read the thing to figure out what they respond to, yes. Which a lot of games do that, you know. But can't we just agree to do it the way Spoils did it? Can't we just all agree to do it like that?
Cost, effect.
Cost, effect. Trigger, effect.
You know what? I'll get over it. Scorpion works similarly. 0 scheme. So we want to be down in, alter egoville against him. Dude, you could hang out forever against Scorpion.
I'll do it. Also, I want to read this comment from Josh West. So hide your ears if you have young children around. I'm going to say a word that is probably just fine to hear because nobody will have any idea what it means. Josh West says those tokens are amazeballs.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Like when you're in the ball pit at McDonald's and you're like, this is amazing. It's like, these are amazeballs.
These are the amazeballs.
As well, I have played hundreds of games with them and got them 2 years ago in April, started, and all of them are still holding strong with the paint and comics looking great. So thank you again, Josh.
That's awesome.
Related to Adam West, speaking of.
Keep it on topic.
We need a minion each in front of us, apparently.
Yeah, we're going to search through the bad guy deck.
Oh, right. Okay.
Scorpion is very similar. When we defeat him, remove 4 threat from a side scheme, 7 if there's no other villain in play. After he damages you, stun a character you control, and move the active counter. Vulture, 1 scheme, 2 attack. Similar ability, after he attacks and damages you, choose and discard a card from your hand. Move the active counter. Remove 4 threat. Now, the villain that is active is the villain that's activating, of course. During the villain
Well, it's
phase.
not in the course anymore, is it?
Yeah, and then I believe we can only attack the villain that is active.
Is that a belief you have, or is that more of a... Where are we going to track that? We need a board. We need a generic health board. Do they all have separate health values?
Yeah, 8, 10, 7. It's not very high. We'll knock them out pretty quick.
Oh.
So they can only be so many tokens on them.
Okay. So we don't need to board them up. We're just going to put stuff on them. Okay.
No idea. Okay. Opening hands. Oh yeah. Let's grab some minions.
You can attack anyone, says Blank.
All right.
Okay, so Cliff's notes here. You can attack any villain you want. The goal is to kill all the villains or defeat.
There are no minions in this deck.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Yeah. I'm going to be clipping this one later. So I always joke.
There are no minions in here. What about this? Is this a minion?
Those are the bad guys. When my wife will very occasionally say, "You're right," and then I'll say, "Hey, wait, let me get my phone out real quick. Say that again." But now I actually have this one on camera.
I didn't say you were wrong. I just said I begged to differ, and I did, and it was granted.
Let's see.
During this scenario, do we have Sinister Six, Guerrilla Tactics, and Standard?
You know what? Beg to differ. I'll give this one to you. It says to politely disagree. So you were being polite about it.
I disagree. Not knowing, of course,
Walk Dogger's saying there's supposed to be minions in there. Life-size decoys, they're called? I don't know.
Guerrilla Tactics is in. Sinister Six is in. Standard and counter sets are in. Okay. How do these get in here? On the left side of the reputation track, right? Dude, I'm honestly just not seeing anything in here.
There's life-size decoys.
Oh, and Guerrilla Tactics, there they are.
Somehow, they weren't in the stack. That looks like...
That's why I was begging to differ.
That's hilarious. They got little things to make them look like Doc Ock, but...
How did your Guerrilla Tactics get spooked up there? Let's make sure we've got them all. Gotta check the homework here. I'll give you a grade once I'm done. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been listening. Mamba number 5 has been in my head for so long. Look, I even had 2 extra sleeves. We should have known. We should have known.
Mamba number 5, eh? Like, is that the little bit of Monica?
Yeah.
Will loved that song growing up.
Will Kelton?
Yeah.
I can't tell you how surprising that is.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
like John liking Pink so much.
John Wilson?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's totally fine, but like, man, of all the people who I would have predicted, my favorite artist is Pink.
Not John.
That was not John Wilson. No. No.
No.
Wouldn't have seen that.
All right. Opening hands. Let's see what we get. Drawing 6.
Are we starting already? I feel like we haven't even gotten through setup in a way that's satisfying. So we still need to kill all the villains? Is this the idea?
And actually, you have that book. Let me see the book. Yeah, there's the idea. Check this out.
Seems like it's going to be easy.
We get the double mulligan. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Isn't there other stuff we have to do that's bad for us?
I already did all the bad stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Everything else is checked.
Take care, Kai. Good to see you. Got here just in time for the setup. Gotta go to work now.
I guess I'll keep boot camp. It seems like a fine thing to put on turn 1.
On a double resource turn? Oh, let's go. Flapping those doubles.
Especially Venom out.
Okay.
Yeah, these are not really helpful right now.
So this I'm keeping. Double and Silk, because it is possible for this deck to draw things that actually I cannot play, all 0s and 1s. So I'm holding. Stay on target. Oh, we're looking pretty good so far. Oh, yes. Okay. Here we go. This is a great little open.
I have a great hand, but I guess that'll be fine. I can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna have to waste some money, but like, other than that, I'm in a good spot.
Yeah. What's this?
Wait, we get to do it twice, right?
Yeah. What's this?
What's what?
This light at the end of the tunnel has a read.
When the last threat is removed from this scheme, resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme and flip this over. The players can escape on the other side.
Cannot win unless they escape.
Okay, there you go. So we need to flip this over.
So we have
we need to kill all the villains.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, that's easy. All right, well, I'm just going to ditch this pirouette because it doesn't matter. Parental guidance, that's exactly what you want to see here.
Let me see.
Search your deck and discard, add him to your hand.
So I got this. This is great. Web of Life and Destiny for free on turn 1. I also got the Web Shooter and the Boot Camp.
Boots with the fur.
I'm gonna ditch this swing.
Old Club was looking at her.
Draw a card and see what we get. Uh-oh, there he is. Spider-Man, Hobie Brown.
We don't need to kill the villains, just clear the threat, apparently.
But if we defeat all the villains, what happens?
I guess this gets easier? Or we just...
Oh, you know what? It puts a set-aside villain in play. It needs to get set aside when you defeat them.
Oh, so it's a forever tango with the villains.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't kill what cannot die, or whatever the Greyjoys say.
What is dead may never die.
What is set aside may never die.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, who's first player? You?
Yeah.
All right. Let's champions.
Interesting choice.
Call in an action.
I'll call an action.
Parental guidance. A little bit of Monica.
Definitely playing that. Let's flip to Spider-Man.
Okay, and when we defeat the villains, they remove threat.
Yeah. And if there's no other villains when you defeat it, remove 7 threat.
Okay, so this is cool. Yeah, this is a classic churn and burn.
Yeah. Which I like that they did that, because if all you can do is fight, you can still play the actual game.
Yeah. Just like if you're playing Hulk.
Yeah. Got him. I'm going to play Web of Life and Destiny for free.
Hulk can one-shot Scorpion, okay?
Yeah. So could a lot of things, like swinging web kick.
I don't like your negativity.
Well, you're the first person to say that.
I'm sure.
Let's play a web shooter. Hold on.
I'm going to... Okay, I'm not going to play Parental Guidance. You know why? Because I'm not going to get George Stacy, so that the stream just gets upset. But mainly it's because these upgrades are more value to me than Stacy is.
Yeah. You hate to see it.
I'll at least leave him in there so I can find him the normal way. Those tokens look good. Where'd you get those?
There's this website. For
Why is it called Team Covenant and not just Covenant?
Well, that's a story we don't have time for.
It's a very short story. Because some tech firm in Austin thinks they're hot. That's why.
100%. That's the only reason.
Covenant.com. It's not bringing in the bacon, as they say.
Let's
I can look at it and know that.
play that. Boot camp. Boots with the fur.
Does Venom stay with you the whole time?
I mean, I get a bad card. I need to use him really quick. I can
It's boot camp, though. That's good.
deal the damage to him to deal damage to an enemy equal number of icons on a boost card, which we will get
It was
to.
amazing how ineffective we were with that last game. Remember, I always kept trying to use it and then couldn't?
I do.
You remember that?
Do you have an easy way to do 3 or 1 damage here?
I can easily do 1.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything. I just can't scheme. Or I'm just going to punch stuff. We okay with that?
Yeah, you can punch whatever you want.
All right. Venom's going to punch for 4. Oh, man.
To start slapping?
I'm going to do 6 damage. Do you have a convenient amount of damage you can do
Yeah,
somewhere?
dude. If you hit Vulture
Alright.
for 6, and then I'll ping Vulture for 1 there.
We got it.
Is that it?
Now, I could also remove yours so you can thwart.
Who's going to thwart?
They have thwart events in
Who's
here.
got time for that? I do.
So you want me to get rid of him instead?
I don't
Let's
know.
just defeat that guy.
Okay.
We need.
But that's wasted damage. You can put 6 there.
Well, we'll defeat him. One of these goes away. It's fine. All right.
No, put it on Vulture. Then we can kill Vulture.
But you
Remove 4 threat from a side scheme. That already accomplishes the goal there.
But we can't keep that in a track.
It's just side schemes, right? I can thwart main scheme all day, man.
Yeah, forget this thing.
Yeah, who cares? Let them be decoys.
Let's beat him up.
They'll attack me over and over and get retaliated against and die eventually.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm sure there's bad guy cards that are like based on the number of villains in play that get worse.
Probably. Silk.
Hey, just so you're aware, after a web warrior ally leaves play, I'm gonna get to choose a player to draw a card every time that happens.
Is it going to be me?
I don't know.
Silk is going to go in here and remove Shadows of the Past, right?
Van says, just pre-ordered another Spidey board and token set. My son has asserted domain over my current Spidey board and tokens. That's awesome. What are you doing?
Ooh, that seems like a good one to get rid of. And it can't be canceled either. But I can definitely discard it with Silk.
That's only an expert mode.
Oh, true. Look at that wind revealed effect, though. That could be absolutely devastating. But is anything more devastating than Shadows of the Past?
That's pretty crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's
High
three
fashion.
boost icons. I don't know.
The fact that it can't be canceled in expert makes me think that they think it's really good. Here's a similar one. Doc Ock there. Let's see if there's anything that would really just mess with us.
Michael's saying apparently you need to be in Spider-Gwen mode to do this.
Oh, yeah, of course. We'll get up there.
Et cetera.
Because she doesn't do anything, right? Ready, George Stacy, that doesn't matter. No, that matters. Okay. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each enemy in play. You know what's weird about Silk? It's the first time you play a card on the first turn and you can look at the entire encounter deck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's good.
Which is kind of anticlimactic.
A little bit, yeah. I just will read quickly and not pay attention.
Great.
Here's another one. All right, so these are our options. I need you to make a choice. I don't care. We need to get rid of Shadows of the Past so we can have the fun times.
I think so. Okay. Let's just see what this scenario can do.
Okay, good. Silk is in play. Successfully operated the game. Step 1. Play Electrostatic Armor with a Parental Guidance, because I think this is higher value than George Stacy. And then play an Unflappable with a Genius, unfortunately.
Oh, come on now.
But hey, the engine is getting set up. Now we have 1 attack to contribute or 1 thwart to contribute. And I think a thwart is better than an attack generally. Ergo, I'm going to do 1 here with both Silk and Ghost Spider.
You don't want to knock off the Vulture?
Oh, right. That's what I was going to do. 1 with Ghost and then 1 with Ghost Spider to destroy the Vulture.
Remove 4 threat from a side scheme. Set this villain aside.
4 threat off. Consider it done.
All right.
Well, that was easy.
End of phase. Everything ready?
Yeah.
Draw back up.
Okay. There's a web bracelet. Okay, so this is going to be a weak turn here. I've got my 1 Unflappable, so I can pay web bracelet there. Pay web bracelet here. Okay, so I'm going to play this, play that next turn. Got it.
All right. So Doc Ock is going to attack me. And if I take damage, 1 threat on this each scheme, and move the activation counter.
What is it, 2 coming in?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want, I can send Silk at that, and then we draw a card from Web of Life and Destiny. It's a fine time to use that ability.
I like that a lot.
I'm going to get attacked myself, right? So I can save me for that.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 plus a boost of 3. There goes one of those nasty cards.
That's right.
When it leaves play, I'll let you draw a card.
Me?
Yeah, why not? You have the better card than me.
Whee! Okay, and then Life Size Decoy does nothing.
It's a decoy.
Oh, right. It's just a bag of sticks or something.
Uh-huh.
Or air vents, I suppose. Dr. Octopus, 2+. I'm currently at 3 defense, +2 for Wave Racers. So I'm at 5 defense.
Also, did you put an extra one on for this?
An extra what?
Threat.
Oh, no, I haven't put any threat on.
Oh, yeah, it should have been 2
1, 2, 3.
plus 1 here.
Yeah, these phases are important. Okay, and then it comes to me.
He's attacking you.
He's attacking me, and we can assume if he hits a 3, he goes to 5. I'm still blocking it.
Yeah, no way.
Okay.
He hit a 0. Advance.
Okay.
Which doesn't do anything.
Fully blocked. He's going to take 2 damage, 1 for Retaliate, 1 for Electrostatic Armor.
We like it.
I'm going to drop Unflappable to draw a card. Oh, these are good cards. Oh, these are so good. And then...
Bad cards?
do I have a thing to do?
A response?
No, I have none responses here. I'm almost set up, though.
I'll get a bonus card because of Venom.
Decoy attacks me, yeah? For 0?
Yeah.
Takes 2.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Who's laughing now, Decoy?
That is too good.
You're killing yourself with your decoyness.
First card, from every direction. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for each enemy in play. Well, is this an enemy or is it that an enemy?
1, 2, 3, 4 enemies. How many go on? To how many?
Onto the main scheme. 1 threat for each enemy.
4 on. Did you call me a 4-on? 12 of 16.
Snitches get stitches. Victory -1. Attached to Venom. When a villain attacks, it attacks Venom. If that attack defeats Venom, add Venom in this card to the victory display. Exhaust Venom and spend 2 resources of the same type to discard this card. It's kind of fine.
Did you do the ability here? Oh, we didn't get encounter cards.
That was the first one. It makes them blank.
That's funny.
I can't use this ability on this card, right?
After you reveal, what is this? Attached to Venom? After you reveal or after you resolve? Do they care in this game? Is it different? Bless you.
Negative.
All right, wait. This is my back card?
Yeah.
Advance. Oh, yikes.
He's scheming.
This isn't good for us, man.
2 plus a boost.
Hope it's bad.
2 plus 3. Add 5.
It's at 17. It's going.
This could be quick.
It's on. All right, well, we were successfully ambushed. You did it. Sinister Six. Sinister beat down. The 6 villains are more confident than ever, determined to bring about your end once and for all. This is crazy. Can't believe that happened.
Getting dunked on.
Choose a set-aside villain at random, put it into play, and place the active counter on it.
Here comes the Hobgoblin.
Ambush. Same. When a villain would activate, same. 14 on this one. Comes in with 6? What are they doing to us? Why are they doing this?
We got work to do.
Why did this happen? Have we failed? I felt so good already, and now we're just getting dunked on.
It do happen.
Okay, well. So don't let this gain 8 more, or the game is over. We're going home early. It's storming tonight. I gotta make sure there's not gonna be any tornadoes.
That's for you.
Okay.
Get on down with your bad self.
Oh, I will. Am I defending against an attack if I'm being attacked, but I can't exhaust to defend?
I have no idea. You will be able to exhaust, right? Because you'll be ready by then? Unless you do it now. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I could do the thing where it attacks me, and then I could play a card that says when you're defending, this thing happens, which would stand me up with this ability.
I don't know.
How can I not be defending if I'm being attacked? That's inquiring minds. Let's go here. And then play that. Ooh.
Canadian Mustache. Anyone know when the limited edition boards were added to the site? I know it says they're only up for about a week, but I want to know how much time I have. Probably about a week from now. They were added today.
Okay. You've got questions. I've got answers.
Apparently not defending unless you tap.
Without exhausting to defend. Okay, when your hero defends against an attack, expert defense, I wouldn't be defending against an attack. I think that's right. Well, check this out. I'm going to be fully set up. And
did you not have that in hand when you were defending moments ago?
Not in the way that I wanted to play it at that point. I didn't need the +3 defense, so I could hold it for a resource, because standing isn't that relevant, because I have all these cards that I want to play. As an example, Wave Bracelet for 2. Hard to ignore for 1. Hard to ignore for 1.
Wow.
We're set up, baby.
All right. I'm going to use a web shooter to play a web shooter. Look at that. It's like some Russian nesting dolls. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Web shooters inside web shooters inside web shooters.
That's right.
And then we're going to use a web shooter. Boop. Spin 1 to play our friend Nicholas Fury.
You're going to choose remove threat?
I'm going to choose draw 3. I know, it's crazy.
Can you just do something about this? Can Venom help here? Or is he blank now, isn't he? Nick can scheme.
Yeah, we're going to get some stuff done.
I'm a builder. I have to build early, and then I become invincible. Don't you see? Don't you see? Don't you understand?
What odds are you taking damage from that Hobgoblin?
That Hobgoblin? I'm never taking damage again this whole game. I will never take damage. If I take damage, we've lost. Getting spammed.
You gotta get me to do it.
I'll start blocking. I think, does Restream successfully block them?
I think so.
I don't know if it just blocks them from our chat or if it blocks them from, like, the world. Don't these spammers know that everybody understands what's on the internet these days?
I might get this thing off of Venom.
Ooh, tantalizing.
I mean,
like
he's worth 4 attack 5 more times.
And that extra card. What? Who cares about an extra card? It could just be another advance that sends us to the end of the game. It's fine.
I guess
Totally fine. Reasonable.
the villain has to attack him first, actually. If this is out.
I can block, can
I don't know if you can block for Venom.
I? Why can't I block for Venom?
Because he's attacking him, not my hero. Can you block for Venom?
Villain initiates an attack, and then isn't there an option to defend there?
I think it's maybe load.
Yeah, it looks good on me now. On mine. I wonder what that looks like. What kind of is it a person behind those, or is it a machine? So
you can block still.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna block, remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Hopefully, draw some cards, stand up. You know, that whole game.
I mean, him punching for 1 and a boost card on Venom is not a bad deal. I basically have I can remove 4 threat from a scheme, get a tough token, and confuse the enemy.
All great things. These are great ideas.
Or I can clear Venom.
No. What are you? You played card games before?
Yeah. Or I can do 4 damage to an enemy.
No.
And 2 more and stun him.
Wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't need him stunned. We need him doing things so I can hard to ignore.
Swing in. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. I paid with 1 mental, so I will trigger my spider camouflage ability on Spider-Man. Give myself a tough status token. Confuse the enemy.
Now that is how you turn the game around.
And then I'm going to go down.
Oh, right on.
Because it's confused.
Yeah.
So first thing I'm going to do is punch. Because I can't thwart it. So I'll go ahead and go 2 more on Doc Ock.
You can throw it here.
I can't because of
It's just side.
I'll remove 2 there. Let's just start there.
I mean, Nick can do the same. It's whatever you want to do.
Nick will just punch for 3. I'd rather him punch than.
Yeah.
Because he got that added value. He's also a free blocker for what it's worth. And then I'm going to go down. I'm going to maintain my tough. And I'll pass the end phase.
Okay. Great. Looks great. We did it all.
Wait, can I still use Venom?
Yeah, you can. As it says blank.
No, it doesn't say he's blank. What blanked him last time?
You can use him forever. Start punching, man.
Let's go 4 damage here. I just want to get down to 1 villain.
Once you kill Doc Ock here, dude.
Does that matter?
No.
I feel like I'm wasting damage, you know.
I mean, they all dying equally, right? Doesn't much matter who's dying, who isn't.
Yeah. All right. We're off to the races.
Oh, yeah. This is all looking good. Coming up Millhouse today.
Money maker Mike. Oh, yeah. And while we're here, I'll shuffle a card back in with my Miles ability when I flip down.
I gotta tell you, these alter ego abilities are bogus on these heroes. They decided, like, hey, listen, nobody wants to spend time in alter ego. We'll just make them not great.
We'll just make it fine.
It's the Hulk model, except they also gave us good heroes.
Yeah. It's a better model.
It's a better model. Alter egos that aren't that exciting, and good heroes versus alter egos that aren't exciting and bad heroes. It's a wild equation.
3 threat on the scheme. While we're here. All right. Then Hobgoblin is attacking you for 1. Don't take damage.
I'm going to defend that attack, and I might have some things to do. It's after I use a basic power, so that's after the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Taurus is asking if I'm seeing Doctor Strange this weekend. I am actually seeing it Thursday. I forgot about that. It's not on my calendar.
There's a new Doctor Strange for real?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And it looks awesome. Wanda's in it. It's called The Multiverse of Madness. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. And the preview. There's been 1 preview, I think. Maybe 2. You hear the voice of and kind of see this, just a pinch of his head, Professor X from the X-Men movies.
Cool.
From the old X-Men movies.
Nice. Give me that boost.
Yeah.
5 on a 1.
+2 and a special. This is the Teamwork Makes the Dream Work. Boost in expert mode. Nothing. It's not an expert mode.
I like what they're doing, though. They're doing a lot of in-expert. This stuff happens. Okay, so I take no damage. Let me tell you, there's some things that are going to happen here. So, electrostatic armor, I'm going to do 2 damage to the Hobgoblin. I took no damage, so double hard to ignore is going to resolve and remove 2 threat from the main scheme.
Oh my goodness, we have won the game.
Yeah, it's over.
I'm just going to pack it out.
And Flappable is going to trigger to draw me a card.
Come on. Free cards, too?
Then I've got all my good cards. So I'm going to discard 2 to respond with a Ghost Kick. I'm going to do 6 damage. Did Dr. Octopus attack me?
Mm-hmm.
Did you put 2 there?
It was here.
Hobgoblin. Did you put 2 over there?
Yeah, I put it in the wrong cat.
9, 10, 11.
There's 6 over here?
Yeah, 6 on Scorpion. That's going to resolve Web Bracelet to draw me a card. And Gwen's ability to stand me up. Look at us operating the game.
Executing like a champ.
We are executing the game.
We is loosely used here.
And then
I'm just trying to survive.
Life-size decoy is going to attack me. Electrostatic is not going to fire because I'm not defending the attack, but it is going to retaliate 1.
Okay. He's going to attempt to scheme, but he's confused against me.
That's right.
Way to go.
What a fool.
Bad cards.
Yeah.
And you get the bonus because of old Venom. What made him blank?
Partnership of Pain. The villain with the highest activation order attacks me with +X attack.
Oh, and he has to attack villain. Venom.
I'm gonna be defending this either way.
Well, I have a Nick Fury for free too. If you don't need to sit down.
Has +X attack where X is the total attack of all other villains in play.
2, 5. Coming in at 6. This is a Nick Fury moment.
Now, is this the kind of game though? This seems like the kind of scenario that would have a overkill damage suddenly. You'd still be fine.
I'm
right?
tough.
Yeah. Oh, great.
I'm like super loaded.
Okay, Nick's gonna block for Venom.
Block Nick. So he's at 1 + 5 is 6 + 0. Nick does his job.
Okay, well that was easy.
Block Nick says last game he had an attachment that made him a minion that was blank, but he was a minion.
Heightened Morale. Scorpion on the cover there. Attached to the villain with the highest activation order. If you cannot, resolve the ambush ability. So we can. X is equal to the number of villains in play, so it's currently +3
on Scorpion.
on Scorpion. Okay.
Which makes sense.
Scorpion's happy now. He's suddenly very happy.
Surprise. That's the name of the card. When revealed, resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme.
Okay. Yeah, let's put Public Outcry into the dream stream here.
Stalker, Hobgoblin was +5 attack, so Nick definitely did die. All right, we're getting Vulture coming in activation order 6, which is fine.
And text you've come to expect.
All right. And that's it. First player taking passes. All right, check this out. You ready for this Bugatti play?
Check it out.
Watch. I'm going to play an Avengers Mansion using 2 power in all of us. Oh, the stars aligned.
It's a dream play.
Yeah.
This does move the active counter. Yeah, the ambush there. Vulture got the bag.
I'm going to draw a card.
Let's do a clean sweep on all these villains.
Do you need it? How bad do you need a card?
A card is nice. I have 2 dead cards without a card, but it just depends on what you can do with a card.
Well, let me start here. I'm going to use 2 resources.
You're going to get more cards.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to play...
You like that dwarf deck in Lord of the Rings.
Genki Lee. Exhaust him to draw a card.
And then if you're in hero form, discard a card, which you are.
I'm in alter ego.
Oh.
I had gone down.
Wonderful.
So I actually ended up not needing the card. Don't you see?
Great. So I get it?
I'm going to flip up. We'll get there. Hold on.
Call it an action.
I'll go ahead and give you a card.
I want to chill in the mansion.
I'll give you a card.
This is tantalizing.
Let's go web shot for 2.
Brook shot.
Deal 4 damage to an enemy.
Can't use things in alter ego form, etc.
What can I not use?
The web shooters. Gotta read those cards, you know. So you do the draw and discard?
Well, I can just pay the 2 and then to play him and draw. And then I have the web shooters left instead.
Okay.
I just do it in reverse. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah, good luck proving it.
So then I use the web shooters to play this card.
Web shot.
4 damage to an enemy. If I use the lightning resource, which I did, resolve my venom blast ability. So I can do 4 to someone and 2 to someone.
This is a convenient
That's 4. Yeah.
Let's do it. And it knocks that height and morale off.
Yeah.
Remove 4 threat from the side scheme there.
And then 2.
Got your morale right here, buddy.
Do you have an easy increment of 1 somewhere?
Yes, I can deal 1.
So I'll do 2 here.
Yes, got it.
And then I've got a 4 here. And a 2 here. So I can do 6 to someone?
Does this minion or side scheme? Okay.
I can do 6 to someone. I can do 4 and 2 as well.
Dude, hold on a second. Hold on just a second here. So... Okay. Wait, we could do the clean sweeper here. 4, 5. So I can take this one out with 1.
If I do 2 here and 4 there?
The math. If you do 2 here, that leaves him at 7, or 1 left.
1 left, yeah.
Which, when he attacks me, he'll get retaliated off the board, etc.
He's currently not the attacker, but that's fine.
He will be if you kill Vulture as well. You know. Get rid of these decoys.
I don't think so. All right, here's what I'm gonna do for max value.
Let's get max value.
When in doubt, max value. We'll do 4 here.
In fact, if Vulture attacks me and then we punt the token and then Octopus attacks you and I block that one as well.
Yeah, we'll put 2 here. Pass over to you.
It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah. Setting them up and knocking them down, man.
This is only 4 here?
Yeah.
I need more.
I could have put 2 there instead of on Doc Ock. That's up to you.
Nah, yeah, Doc Ock's fine.
The Stalker.
Actually,
man,
yeah, put 2 here instead.
I wish I was playing Marvel Champions right now.
Because he's going to attack. I'm a Vulture.
Michael says that would have been a lovely 15 threat off this side scheme. What would have been? Don't know.
Play another web bracelet, even though it's rarely worthwhile. You let me draw the card for a mansion.
Yeah.
Playing the Night Nurse.
I'm not saying I'm bringing all the value, but I am bringing a lot of value this game.
You're not bringing all the value, but you are bringing a lot of value. I agree.
I'm giving you the cards that are worth a lot.
You're better. You're better now than you have been in the past.
It is strictly better, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's see. What do I want to use for these? I'll use these general tokens. General Nurse stuff.
Got these nice Spidey things if you want them.
She's not a Spidey Nurse. I guess she could be.
If we kill all the villains, it's for 15 somehow?
Yeah, because the last one removes 7 if it's the last villain. 7 instead if there's no other villains in play. So we're about to stomp. All right, let's go 1 on a Hobgoblin here.
The hobby?
Yeah, he's gone.
All right, remove 4.
Hobgonlin. Okay, so we're going to 19 here. 2.
We're cruising
4,
now.
6, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
19.
That's a good opportunity to remind everyone at home. If you've been hanging out, listening to us ramble.
I forgot my water bottle today, so I'm drinking from a glass.
Can they see the one that's behind you? That would be funny.
The only thing missing is a 100% HDPE food grade Nalgene water bottle. It makes the water taste sweeter and your hydration much
more efficient and safe.
I wanted to rhyme it. Makes the water taste sweeter and with hydration by the liter. I've got a big job coming up in marketing.
With that said, thank you to our sponsor.
They're going to poach me, man. I'm
Nalgene?
leaving. They're going to be like, dude, we'll give you a big old salary. And
Half of their 2021 sales are from this sponsorship.
Corner office, man.
Sure.
They're giving me the corner office. How can I resist?
I won't.
It's in the corner.
Honestly, I won't blame you.
It's right there in the corner.
Is it right next to the lobby bar?
That's right. Okay.
Okay, interesting.
First
things
need
first.
This armored vest. This armored vest is a waste of time.
It's kind of all
I got wave
ridiculous, isn't it?
bracers. Yeah, I'm like a god now.
3-thread on. Want to hook us up?
1, 2, 3. Let's just keep churning Venom cards, man. Let's go. Let's just get a little heroic experience.
Yeah, I feel like it's fine. First things first, I'm the realist. Volter's going to attack me. I have a tough token. So
I'm blocking.
You can block it or not. I don't care.
I'm blocking. I'm going to play some stuff.
All right. These heroes are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just going to Defiance the boost card.
Canceled.
So I'm going to trigger 1 web bracelet because it's 1 per.
How much damage do you do?
1 back. 2 back, technically. So dead. Hit points of 7.
Here you go. Remove 4 threat.
Unflappable is going to fire to draw. Hard Renor is going to fire, remove 2 threat. And I'm going to stand up from that response.
All right, that was blocking for me. Now Doc Ock is going to attack you.
A lot of good ways to do this.
That's better than the inverse.
Doc Ock is going to attack me. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do it like this.
The Stalker, yes. To be clear, they're not actually our sponsor. But we do love Nalgene. That's genuine.
I'm just going to block it.
Okay. 2 plus a boost.
Yeah.
Plus 0.
Okay. Take 2.
Ah, so close.
And that's that. Let me make sure this isn't what I need. Interrupt a response rolling on an event.
Oh, remove 4 from the side scheme when we defeated it.
Right, we defeated that guy. Okay, done and done. You can activate. Yeah, that's after a basic power. After you resolve an interrupt or response on an event. Oh, right. Okay, even better than I thought. Great. Moving on, life size decoy is continuing to pound himself.
In the wind.
With his decoyness.
In the wind. All right, bad cards. Assault. The villain attacks you.
I have an action.
Okay.
This is going to be a fun resolution.
Michael Waldo says, here comes the graphic now. Nalgene is not actually a sponsor of the show. Enjoy the parody. Apparently a damage decoy should have another damage.
Great. I think maybe someone thinks electrostatic fires, but it doesn't because I'm not defending. I think I've done it all right. Okay, let's see here. Okay, great question. So, when a villain would activate, if no villain is in play, resolve ambush. And I have, when an enemy would activate, do a thing. When a card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel the wind reveal. Is that a wind reveal effect? Okay, yeah. Even better. We're going to play Pirouette and Punch.
Come on now.
Pirouette and Punch. Like a Super Smash Brothers thing or something. We're going to drop these guys out. Pay 2 there. Pirouette and Punch says, when a card is revealed from the encounter deck, deal damage to the villain equal to 1 more than the number of boost icons. That's going to be 1. That will be perfect. Killing Doc Ock, removing 7.
Yes, we will.
5. So we're going to 8. And then it cancels the wind reveal effect of the card, so there's no attack.
All right. So then I get my last bad card, Keeping Secrets. We're going to flip to Miles Morales.
Also Web Bracelet.
Trigger his ability. Putting in something. And I will exhaust to remove this from the game.
Okay.
So I can keep Genki. Your bad card.
Partnership of Pain. The villain with the highest activation order value attacks you with +X attack. X is the number of villains. When a villain would activate, if no villain is in play, resolve this card's ambush ability. Continue that. Dude, that gives us an easy path to 7. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nutty. Now we're in the blender. These Sinister Six are in the blender of pain now.
You've entered a world of pain.
There's no recovering from what is going to happen to these guys.
I agree.
It's now like not even...
They've offended the wrong spider.
It is simply death.
That's
for
right.
them.
You mean jail time.
Yeah.
Sweet justice.
So then the villain, does it attack me? Place the active counter on it.
Did it. He's attacking you.
Resolve, continue that activation. Okay, so he is attacking you. The pain sequence. Okay, Doc Ock attacks me. I could cancel it.
Actually, when he attacks, I think he has to attack Venom.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2+. Let's just...
Do you want to block or anything? Or...
What are we going to block with?
I can. Do you want to not lose Venom? I cannot lose this Venom.
I feel like losing Venom is not going to be good in the last round.
Okay, I'm going to play Web Binding. When an enemy would activate, cancel the activation.
Oh, wait. Nah, Public Outcry is only minions or side schemes. Someone was asking because we defeated so many things. They're not minions.
Okay, this is interesting. So Web Binding says when an enemy would activate. This says when a villain would activate. So... if I resolve this first, cancel the activation, force interrupt does not happen?
I think there's no villain, so this would trigger. There's no attack to cancel yet.
Because technically an enemy is not
attacking.
Yeah. Okay,
so then he comes into play, tries to attack you,
then he gets
it.
web bound.
Yeah.
Because this is a slaughter.
Yeah.
Daniel, force it happens first, which is correct. Force interrupt versus your interrupt. Makes sense.
Well, easy peasy.
Make sure that's the right card. Yeah, I'll keep Jocasta, sure.
Okay.
Well, as you might expect, my turn, I'm going to do nothing.
Well, this passes to you.
So,
you're just passing?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to heal or something? I can remove that tough from you.
That doesn't sound fun. Let's draw a card.
Just like play like an unhelpful night nurse. Just like remove your tough.
Well, that'd be so funny.
Just antagonistic Marvel Champions with your buds.
I love it. Oh, that seems pretty good.
And we have to do all of this stuff too. So that we've got...
I mean, the only way to do that though is to remove... We'll remove 1 when this goes away, right?
And 2 here. So we only have 1 that we have to... We got to figure out... We got to get a side scheme out here to complete. Now it's just embarrassing for the Sinister Six. This is a slaughter. An absolute slaughter.
Let's do...
Oh, mental on web binding. Got it. I got to use Jocasta. That's why I held it. We'll keep Spider-Uck.
All right, let's play an Ironheart. Draw a card.
Now this is what I call Marvel Champions. You're playing that old-fashioned Marvel Champions.
She's a wild... Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
Stack them deep, sell them cheap.
That's right. Put all the grays in.
Playing Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
That's so good.
We'll use these. Check it out, though. It's really sweet. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's his health at? 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Let's Where do you want 2 threat removed from?
You get to stand a web warrior when you do that?
So I'm going to stand Miles. He's going to remove 2 threat and stand here.
It's got to be here because you got a decoy.
Yeah. Miles is going to punch Doc Ock.
Now, that said, it says the engaged player cannot thwart side schemes.
I'm the player, so I control this stuff. You is just...
Your identity. Okay.
So Ironheart's going to punch. It's ultimately 2 plus 4 attack is 6. It readied here. So I'll punch for 8 total. Here.
Boom. Doc
He's knocked
Ock
out.
gone.
Remove 7.
Remove 7. 1 floats.
And
Try something already. Try something, Sinister. What are you even doing? You're sitting here getting beat up. You thought you were going to beat us up, and now we're just beating you up. To a degree that is unreachable in the imagination.
to a degree that would be necessary if we were on Heroic. Look, if you're out there and you're a human doing this spam,
Just stop, would you?
please go do something to add value to someone's life.
Something else. Please, anything else. Take a hard look in the mirror. I don't think there's any way there's a human behind that spam.
Agreed.
And if you're a human who's programming robots to do this, take a good hard look in the mirror.
I have a lot to say to you, and none of it is nice, so I won't say it. Take a look at me now. All right. 3 threat on.
Is that random Tim McGraw or something? What was that? Is that Taylor? Who is that?
I don't know
Take
if
a
that
look at
is.
me now.
Some country song.
A lot of songs have said that before, I'm sure.
Tim McGraw had a little more sultry tone to it.
Yeah, sultry. Yeah, that's how I'd describe that.
And,
Am I the first player?
well, let's do a check. Yep.
Okay, they got the token. Let's get a fancy guy out here. And then,
Scorpion.
okay, Scorpion attacks me. After attacks and damage me. So it's a 3 attack. I'm currently a 5 defense. Let's see. I'm going to defend this attack from Scorpion. I'm going to play Expert Defense to get +3 defense. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to trigger a web bracelet at the end of this. After I resolve it, have I resolved it? I think I just resolved it, yes. Yay, multiverse stuff. Okay, then the attack fires. 3 plus a boost. Currently at defense 8.
3 plus 3, 6.
That's why I did that. So smart.
Nailed it. What happened?
You don't have to say it. I'll say it for myself.
Genius.
And
Big brain.
Flavorbola.
You must have been drinking a lot of water.
Draw me a card. Electrostatic and retaliate for 2. Hard to ignore removes 2 from the main scheme. Then we will resolve a... yeah, I'm supposed to be standing up because of Expert Defense. Resolve a Ghost Kick for 6.
That was easy.
Who's laughing now? Life Size Decoy. Gonna attack me for 1.
He's almost gone.
Over to you.
He attacks me.
I'm gonna defend. Hope it's not a 3.
3 plus 1 and a special. Deal 1 indirect damage to each player.
Okay, I'll take 1.
I can put it on one of these things.
Yeah.
Take a look. I'll put it on Spider-Man.
2 in response. Killing Scorpion. Light at the end. Gone. Flip. When we flip it, resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme. So we put a new villain in. Light at the end. 5. Hinder. 25. Coming at us. Do you have to let it hinder? It's
We
funny.
need to escape.
Yeah, now we have to escape. We cannot win unless we escape. When the last third is removed from this scheme, the players escape and win the game.
All right. Doc Ock's out.
And then 1 off of this because we defeated a side scheme, technically.
Yep.
Right?
I think so.
So we'll defeat this side scheme, removing 1 here, remove these 2,
We're
and
done.
game on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad cards?
Another web brace is going to resolve on that Ghost Kick also. Yes, bad cards.
You first.
Yes, Stalker. Correct. This, gang up. The villain and each minion engaged with me attacks me. So that's going to kill the decoy. Doc Ock.
I have a blocker if you need it.
Should we let it happen? No, Venom's -1 victory. We don't want that. But like you got Spider people, and then you can... Or if you block with a Spider-Man, you get a card.
I have a better play in a second.
Block with Ironheart, man. I'd love that.
Wait till you see it. It's going to be beautiful. 2+2. Thanks for doing your job.
And then Decoy destroys himself.
Yep.
And that removes a counter from Public Outcry.
Oh, we get a bonus encounter card here from...
Ooh. Good. So it gets harder to escape. You can't escape me. Coordinated effort. Here we go. Now we're getting some juice. Each enemy gains 1 acceleration icon. Wow. Woo. It's getting real. Let's not forget. Luckily, we have all these beautiful tokens.
That's right.
Doc Ock.
Caught off guard.
Hold on, there might be more stuff. Yeah, and then 6 on.
That's just another scheme we can defeat.
Yeah.
Caught off guard. When revealed, this card and upgrade to support you control.
Easy.
Do I control snitches? Get stitches? It's an attachment. Dang. Well. There
See you, Genki.
He gone.
Thanks.
He gonky. Partnership of Pain. Winterfield, the villain.
It's the small jokes that are best, isn't it?
Delirium.
Donkey.
The villain the villain with the highest activation order value attacks you.
All right, let's do a check.
X, where plus X is equal to the total attack of all other villains in play. Nothing.
All right, do you care about that? Do you want that? Is that a problem?
I mean, I don't want it.
Okay.
Because well, I mean...
Here, let's web binding it.
All right, great.
With a double from Ticket to the Multiverse.
Yeah, we like that stock.
So when any of you activate instead, they don't. I'm a control player.
Andy Brown.
Andrew Brown, you get the Toki?
Yeah. Where are we at in card needs?
Non-existent.
Let me draw a card.
My turns happen on the other side of this order.
All right, let's...
This seems bad. I feel like we want to try to get that out of here, but I can't do anything, obviously, to help at all.
Let's go here. I'm going to go 2 damage here. Let's clear this guy so I can start. We're going to have to remove this at some point. Before I do that, I'm going to play a Rapid Response.
Now this is combos now.
Spider-Man is going to punch for 3 on this decoy.
Oh, wait, he was supposed to attack Venom that last time, but did we block? We blocked for everybody, right?
You stopped
yeah, we blocked everything. Yeah.
So Spider-Man Peter Parker is going to do 3 here.
Yeah.
So that goes away. One of these gets cleared.
That's right.
He's going to lead play. I'm going to trigger Rapid Response. He's going to come back into play.
With the damage?
With 1 damage.
And you get to draw a card?
And I get to draw a card
Woo!
from this thing. We're not done yet.
What's up, Daniel Carson? You made it. We're still playing.
Venom. Punch for 4.
You're watching the 97 Bulls right here.
Spider-Man is going to punch for 3. I like that reference.
Michael, we have been taking the extra encounter card, in fact. We took 4 this last one.
He's going to ready here.
Oh, you're doing like good stuff.
I'm going to play another Rapid Response.
Oh, come on. You can't do that, can you? Surely not.
I mean, it's just sitting here waiting.
What about this? Are we going to do anything about that?
Oh, I had to get rid of that thing to start doing what I was doing. I can defeat him and remove 7 from a side scheme.
Yeah, let's do that.
Unless you have a convenient way to do 1 in hand, I'm going to do that.
I don't have a convenient way to... I have a million ways to conveniently do 1, but not...
All right, defeat here, remove 7 from that.
Boom, boom, boom. Querying effort out. Public Outcry still has it. All other tokens are bunk. Boom, boom, boom. It's a churn. It's a blender.
Over to you.
You've never seen the likes of it. I'm going to play Flow Like Water. Play a defense card, deal the damage to an attacking enemy.
All right.
Like water, my favorite element. Look, George Stacy on the bottom of the deck. Who needs it? What a waste of a card.
No one needs it.
No one needs George Stacy. Play the game well. I've learned it's good to antagonize your live stream audience. Is that? Did you read the manual on that as well?
I heard that's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, yeah, that gets the views. The clicks, the bell rings.
Oh, yeah, and I have another activation on Miles.
Subscriptions.
So I'll remove 2 here.
Notifications.
That was a lot happening on that turn.
Yeah, you did
So
it all.
that's why I didn't want to use this Peter Parker Spider-Man, because I knew I could play Rapid Response and use him to get 3 activations out of Miles.
That does seem pretty good. On the Venom front, if he leaves play at all, do we get -1 victory
and this goes
point?
away.
That's right, because you defeat another side scheme.
If he gets defeated by a villain.
By a villain only.
Yeah.
So if you can use him enough,
Yeah, and I
It's moot.
technically, on the next time an encounter card happens, I could use his ability to deal damage to himself.
hilarious. You always say that, but then we never are able to. Alex, I've never heard the saying "off the beans."
I'm not quite sure what that means.
Yeah, I'm so insane because I've been playing those wizard decks, man.
You've seen through the Matrix.
Yeah, it makes you just like question everything.
All right, so now it's just 2 threat on.
Well, I don't know if we can manage that.
Then we get a new villain. I'm not gonna. It's Doc Ock again. We're gonna do it different. Craven. He is attacking me.
Just before you're asking the questions that matter here, just tuning in, what am I watching? Absolute Mastery or Catastrophic Collapse? Well, let me tell you something. I have never seen a better played game of Marvel Champions in my life.
Really clean, following the turn structure.
The cleanliness could use a little work, but the heart of this game and the effectiveness of these 2 heroes,
They are working. It's like a concert.
out of control. Yeah, it's like watching a beautiful symphony happening at once. These villains don't stand a singular chance. We're just going to keep blending these Sinister Six up over and over and over again, removing 7 from the side scheme, and then doing anything literally we want to do.
It won't be long.
Anything.
Okay. He's attacking me. I have a tough token, so
But-
it doesn't matter if you want to block on your turn and be ready and still have
But-
a turn. But if you can block everything, by all means.
Yeah, I want all of this. Get ready to get blended. Block.
What happens?
Currently, what happens is nothing. But that will change soon.
Okay. 2 plus a boost.
2 plus a boost.
Plus 1.
Okay. Craven the Hunter is going to take 2 damage.
Boop.
Unflappable is going to, all of this, after I defend, after I resolve, use. I don't know how all this works, but I'm going to Ghost Kick with George Stacy. Because, again, waste of a card slot. Ghost Kick is going to do 6 damage to that enemy.
Wow.
That's right. Web Brace is going to fire, draw me a card. Unflappable is going to fire, draw me a card. Hard to Ignore is going to fire twice. 2 threat removed. Boom. What's up?
He's just crazy.
I'm going to draw from Ghost Spider. Ow.
You ready?
Yeah. Ready as well,
Okay.
etc.
Craven's attacking you.
Attacking me. Defend.
2 plus 2.
4. It is blocked successfully. We are going to play Phantom Flip. After I'd use a defend, remove 5 threat from a scheme. 3, 4, 5, going to 18.
And you're retaliating?
Yeah, retaliate and electrostatic armor.
He's defeated.
Remove
Remove
7,
7.
2, 4, 6, 7. Boom, down to 11. Can't stop the rock. Web bracelet. Drawing a card.
It's just gross now.
Rock, rock. Okay. Then we go to the bad cards.
Yeah. So we get 4 total.
Yep. Let's go. What do you got, villain deck?
Back alley burglary. Surge. Victory 1. Forced. It's with the community service one. After you thwart this game, choose to either spend a physical resource or discard a random card from your hand.
Oh, we needed this one.
Yeah.
Great.
High fashion.
Did you surge it?
Yeah. Put the set aside Electro and Craven Hunter into play.
They're trying to escape the blender, Zach.
I love that Electro.
Yeah, it looks great. Not that they've done anything.
If
of
Electro was already in
consequence.
play, discard the highest card you control. If Craven the Hunter was already in play, discard the lowest cost. So that's fine. Take one for the team. Attach to the villain with the highest attack value. If you cannot resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme, you cannot attack villains who do not have a copy of Take One for the team attached. It's even got Craven on it. It's going to attach to Craven. So you have to attack him.
Does he get retaliate or anything?
Nope, you just have to attack him.
Wow. That's hardly notable. Assault.
Yeah, blocker.
The villain attacks me. Electro is going to attack me. Do I need a blocker? Yeah, if you want to send Spider-Man that way,
Yeah,
for
so I'll
sure.
block. He's
It'll
coming
attack
in
Venom anyway. And
for
block
1
Venom,
plus
so.
1. He would leave play. So I'll rapid response him back in.
And Web of Life and Destiny.
And Web of Life and Destiny. Yeah. And then that resolves. Next.
Smear Campaign. If Public Outcry is in play, it is not. Place 2 threat on the main scheme.
Giggity giggity.
Hardly notable. Taunting Presence. Attach to the villain with the most hit points. 9, 8. Threat cannot be removed from light at the end. Okay, so kill Craven. You think when we attack and destroy Craven utterly, that this will go away in time for this to get removed from via this ability, the when defeated?
Maybe. If we destroy both of them, it removes all 11.
Because, like, if this threat can't be removed attachment isn't technically out of the game whenever the when defeated ability fires, we technically can't remove threat.
I get it.
So when did these... Is there a moribund in this game?
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong cat.
You know, I had an idea I might be.
This passed to you.
Okay. Is there any world where the villain attacking me is good for you?
At this very moment?
Any fun things you can do? Anything that needs to die that you can block with? Those kinds of things.
I mean, hypothetically, I could use Spider-Man. I could use Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Then I could use Spider-Man Peter Parker to ready Miles. No, because then he can't block.
Great. Love it so far. I could get 1 damage on the villain, not necessary. Let's go Night Nurse. Let's heal 1. Pass.
Okay, draw a card.
When defeated, yeah. Response or interrupt, don't know. Forced response, when defeated. Yeah, when defeated. Huh.
Alright. I will do 2 damage. Let's see, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Very
9
tricky
here.
Venom play here.
I'm just going to do 9 damage here.
Well, that was very tricky, wasn't it? So Craven goes. We're going to assume that as Craven's death is removing these attachments before the when defeated effects. Remove 4 from the side scheme.
I got 4 here.
Oh, sure, that's clean. Yeah, do that. Let's do that. Yeah.
Goes to the victory pile. Alright, then check this out, man. This is crazy.
Check.
I'm going to play a Helicarrier.
Get out.
I'm going to use the Helicarrier to play Blade. I'm going to play Wasp using 2 Electric to get 2 tokens on him. And then I'm going to do 4 damage to Electro. And then I'm going to do 2 more with Spider-Man. We're cruising now.
Is everything done?
It's a sad...
Do you want to kill with Blade or did you use Blade?
Well, if I use him, he gets discarded unless I pay a physical.
Is that right? Is that what you need to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'll save that.
Yeah, save
him
play.
early would have been awesome with this boot camp because it's just 3 damage every round.
Yeah, for 1. Ooh. All right, let's see. Boggs says the following. When defeated, abilities resolve before that card is discarded. Effectively, the moment the game recognizes that the card is defeated, the when defeated ability goes off. So maybe we don't get the threat off.
Okay.
But nobody really knows. So let's just put it here.
Give ourselves a little challenge.
It'll be a clean game. A clean game today. Sweet like chocolate. Ooh. We like this. We like this very much.
What in the world?
Did you find cards you hadn't seen before? We're going to add 2 to the main scheme.
My turn's going to be...
We could lose here. 5 out of 14.
No way. Okay, he's attacking you.
Really? Just what I hoped for. I will be blocking that.
Yeah. 1 plus 2 and a special. Give the villain 1 additional boost card for this activation. So we'll shuffle this up.
No, I might take damage.
It's plus 2.
It's currently at 3.
How much are you blocking for?
5.
Do you want to see a 2 word last here?
Yes.
It's a 3.
Oh, take 1 to the face.
We knew it had to happen sometime.
Okay. Some things will still happen. We will still electrostatic armor and retaliate, so 2 damage on.
He's defeated. Remove 7.
Oh. Now don't touch this until that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else happen?
No special events because George Stacy's not around. I don't have my backup plan. It's like he's very important.
Activating against me. Gonna get a Doc Ock. He's attacking for 2. Let me see this thing.
Oh wait, blank. Okay. You can still defeat that scheme. Presence only prevents you from removing threat from light at the end. Oh great, yeah. So this is gone. Because yeah, of course, the ability said you just can't remove it from this guy. So great. We did it. Thank you, Blank. Everybody got it.
I'm gonna block with Spider-Man, the Peter Parker version. So 2 attack plus 0.
Where was that one? I need
Next
it.
play. I'll trigger Web of Life and Destiny. Draw a card. Okay. Bad cards. We get 3 of them.
Heighten morale. Test the event with the highest, etc. Taunting presence, etc.
Arm cannon.
Etc. Oh, a super Doc Ock to end this thing.
High fashion. When revealed, put the set aside Electro and Craven in play.
All right, look at this. This is a real deal comic book fight.
They're trying.
Right at the end, heightened morale, taunting presence, and an arm cannon from Dr. Octopus. You can't write that better.
Yeah, just get all the guns.
Now I'm here to destroy you. This has all just been us not trying.
It's all a ruse. All right, first player taking passes.
Where is it? Where is that thing? There it is.
So we just need to remove 4 threat.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Which did any of these things? Oh, high fashion. Hold on, I have a response to that. I was you
Polluting.
put these guys back.
Oh, canceling it.
I'm gonna play Get Behind Me. Isn't it lovely? When a treachery card is revealed, cancel it when revealed, and the villain attacks me instead. This is an interrupt. So after I resolve an interrupt on an event, exhaust to draw a card here. And then after I resolve on an event, ready, go Spider.
Also, this card had Surge, the arm cannon, so I have another card coming.
Okay. And then Doc Ock is going to attack me, to which I am going to block.
2 plus?
Yeah.
1.
Unflappable is going to fire. Draw a card. Hard to ignore. -2. He's going to take 2 damage.
Boom.
From the situation. Then this was all. Do my after I defend and after I use a basic power. Where are the timing structures on that?
Hold on a second. He gets +1 from this.
Overkill and piercing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
And then we're fine. Okay, you're good. Keep going.
Okay, so tell me how these would order. After you defend against an attack, after you use a basic power.
Basic power would be first.
You think so?
Because the defense is the whole all the interaction, the boost cards, and all that kind of stuff.
That apparently you play the after you defend stuff after the attack resolves fully.
Really?
The after basic power stuff.
I have no idea.
Somebody help me. Chat, help.
My other card's a life-size decoy, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, all we need to do is remove 4 threat.
Yeah, I just want to do it in a glorious fashion.
But we can't remove it until we defeat Dr. Octopus. But I have so much damage, it will make your head spin.
Yeah, me too. Okay, I'll wait as well. After you use the basic powers after resolving everything, says Stalker. So it's at the very end, which is fantastic. So while I'm here, you know what I'm going to do, man?
Go on.
I'm going to ghost kick for 6.
He's gone.
He's dead.
All right, but doesn't remove anything because
That's
he got his things. Look at this clear board. Gotta get rid of this minion, actually, so we can get the extra victory points.
Yeah.
All right. So this token passes.
That's 1 per event, so I get to hit another one of those guys. Huh? And the web bracelet there.
You ready to roll?
I'm so ready. Yeah.
Let's draw a card. Having a good time. Let's remove. Let's actually punch 2 here. Why not? Let's punch here.
Oh, because we need the clear all the stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
He's gone. And then it's an unfortunate time to have just shuffled my discard pile, but that's okay. Across the Spider-Verse, using my power in all of us. Exhaust a web warrior card you control. Let's just exhaust this web of life and destiny. It doesn't matter.
Get rid of this too. We get a victory point.
All right. Search my discard pile for a web warrior. Put it into play. Oh, what?
Well, look at that. It's Peter Parker.
Technically, I could pay 3 more resources and repeat that.
Wow. You want to?
I don't have another web warrior in my discard pile.
You don't have more schemies?
An unfortunate time to do my thing. But that's okay. I have all sorts of removal. I'm just trying to mess around. Let's pay 2 for, let's go here. Remove 4 threat here. Resolve my camouflage ability. I get a tough. I already have one. Bummer. Let's play a rapid
Now, hold on a
response.
second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Can you remove this 4? Can you remove this?
No.
Okay. So if you want to remove 4 from here, I can call for an action before you have the 4 threat removal. Make the villain attack me. Remove 4 threat from the main scheme, which will clear this out. I survive. You remove 4 here, and we're out.
Yeah, I could also just remove 3 here and then remove 4 with that card I displayed. I would just mess around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so remove 4.
Yeah, well, look at that. It's having a good dude. I gotta tell you, it's the greatest game of Marvel Champions.
Steven is retiring from the game of champions.
Clearly, they need to make the box harder. Like, they need it to make it like the hardness of Galaxy's Most Wanted for us to have any fun with it at all.
I had a good time so far. I do think this is the appropriate difficulty because if you like, I think it's relatively easy for us. Like, this was under control once we got going.
You thought that was relatively easy? I thought that was a slam dunk. That was like, as I said, the 97 Bulls playing against the Chelsea high school varsity team.
Yeah, but the whole expert heroic system is designed that if you find this too easy, you could play this exact... Like,
It's a cool concept.
I would actually want to play the scenario again on expert.
Yeah.
And all those cards that literally say on expert they get better. That's way better than just add 3 cards that are expert, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
And then this campaign is compelling enough. It's fun to see it working and the deck's working, but then you have the option to go back and do it in expert.
Yeah. This would be a fun one to come back to on expert. I would actually want to do that.
Yeah. Even just this as a standalone scenario would be interesting. All right, using the conditions, let's mark our XP. What are we at? 15?
15 apparently.
All right, get the campaign log.
I think was one of our wonderful viewers said we missed an experience.
I agree with that, Michael, saying that also I think Gwen and Miles are very strong.
Okay.
Okay, so plus X victory points for the victory and the display. 4. Or for 2. 2 victory.
Is 2 victory up there?
Yep.
That's all.
No side schemes in play, plus 1.
1.
Fewer than 1 acceleration token in play per player. So yes, 2 or less, or less than 2. No minions in play, plus 1. No threat on the main scheme, plus 1. No defeated identities, plus 1. So now we're at what, 22?
22.
All right, so the next thing, each player chooses 1 card from their deck, then records the title of that card in their planning ahead section of the campaign log. From now on, during setup, each player searches their deck and discard pile for 1 copy of the recorded card in their planning ahead section. Add that card to their hand.
We start with a card, Gary?
Setup, the first player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a scenario-specific side scheme, then reveal it, place a threat on it per player. So we'll start the game with the side scheme in play.
Okay.
That's
but we'll also get a card of our choice.
Setup, each player may search their collection for a helicarrier support and put it into play under their control.
Wait, say that again?
Each player may search their collection.
This is happening again? We get a support of any kind?
No. For a helicarrier support and put it into play under their control. It starts.
We both start with a helicarrier? We just get a helicopter?
We got copters. Choose 1 Osborne Tech attachment at random. Record its name in the Osborne Tech section. Add it to the campaign log. So, let's get the Osborne Tech.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I actually, it feels like them adding the Milano. It's really cool that there's like upsides and downsides to these things that are being added, but in a way that's actually not just getting used up by the campaign.
It's not just oppressive.
Yeah. There you go, Osborne Tech.
We have neocarbon scales.
So this will enter the deck. And let's go back. In the campaign log, if campaign community service side scheme is in the victory display, record its title in the community service section. So
back alley burglary.
In the last one standing section.
How many sections do I have to make?
Well, record the name of each villain in play. None.
Oh.
They weren't in play. And then that's it. And next time, we get to play against, Goblin.
Venom Goblin.
Apparently. I wonder, I think if Venom had ever ended up in the negative victory display, this would be harder for us. Whatever that scenario is. But we'll see.
What happens when a symbiote and a goblin mix?
Chaos.
Seemingly.
Yeah.
I imagine that's coming up. What's your planning ahead card?
Well, we start with a helicarrier, so that's pretty good.
Is it a mansion? You're just going to play Champions Classic?
I don't know.
Start every game with a... Or it could be like Genius, Energy, Web of Life. Think so?
It's free. I just play it for free.
That is what that means.
Seems pretty good.
Okay, what does my alter ego do? Choose to shuffle from your discard pile into your deck or ready, George Stacy.
What up, Chris?
So I could start with Ticket to the Multiverse. Start with 2 resources in hand. Use them. Shuffle it back into my deck. And then move on. But that's low impact, let's be honest.
Can't believe we start with a helicarrier.
It's so awesome. We both just get a heli.
Yeah, which I love that concept.
I can start with George Stacy, except he's clearly useless. What about...
Throwing some shade.
And this card we start with in hand, yeah?
Yoda's hat saying you should start with Ticket to the Multiverse. Just resources?
Well, it's also, I think it does something, but I just never read it because I've got too money on it. Remove ticket to the multiverse. I can play it as an upgrade and then remove it from the game to do some stuff. But yeah, I could just get 2 resources, then put it back in. So it's kind of good. I could also start with my 1 electrostatic armor. 1 damage throughout the game seems pretty good.
Guaranteeing you get...
Or like a web bracelet. It's pretty important. Keep the engine going. I got 2 unflappables. I'll start with a web bracelet.
That seems pretty good. Just to guarantee you have it. I like that stock a lot.
Or an electrostatic. Those are my 2 options, I think.
A lot of people just joining, actually.
Oh, well.
Saw those comments coming through. Here's what you missed. These boards, the spider boards and tokens, are on our website right now. Going to be up for about a week from today. You can pre-order them. Anyone can go on and pre-order them. And once they're gone, we are unlikely to ever make them again. But if you order them sometime in the next... After that point, probably 4 to 8 weeks, those will be shipping to anyone that ordered them. A lot of people were asking. This is obviously Sinister Motives, spider-themed box and characters. We did these holiday 2020.
The tokens were 2019. The boards are 2020, or vice versa.
Really?
They were different years. Yeah, I was looking at that this morning.
Yeah, and we ran into some serious issues on the production front. So,
and I hope those don't happen again.
Yeah, they were kind of like available, but not in a lot of quantity. I know a lot of people were a little frustrated they missed out on it, or sad that they missed out on it. But got the nice blue back, got the design. It looks really good. They got it's like shiny. It's hard to, the camera picks up some. I can't tell. Seems pretty good. Like you can understand.
I'm going to start with web bracelet. I'm writing it down. And you're starting with web?
Yes. The
Web of Life.
Yeah.
And Destiny's assumed, of course.
Yeah.
I don't even like this web bracelet that much. I like it.
You don't like drawing cards?
Yeah, I do.
Retro Dano. Oh God, they're back.
I do like it.
Now is the time. How'd you feel about that?
I felt great about it. I think it was just an opportunity to feel good about this game.
I feel like the execution of this compared to the Wrecking Crew was improved.
Yeah.
Like similar concept, but a board state that you...
Dude, I don't know, though. You gotta love that Wrecking Crew. That's wild. I mean, it didn't feel like a battle royale like the Wrecking Crew did, where they were like helping each other out all the time, like throwing each other at you.
I just think the amount of health you have to track in that scenario and the different decks, like it was a lot. I like the 4 characters.
Yeah, it was a lot of tracking.
It was just a lot to execute that.
You can replace the Helicarrier in your deck, apparently, because you get one for free outside of the deck building restrictions, so that's acceptable.
I am going to definitely replace that.
And Warden de Deus, are you two going to Gen Con? We are not going to Gen Con this year. But we might be back next year. We'll see. Kind of see where things go. Gen Con's still in a bit of a weird spot for me.
Yeah, definitely is.
And you know what? I mean, people, it's crazy. I don't even know. When you think back before the pandemic, what was Gen Con really? It was really where FFG announced something crazy. And that was a big part of the whole show for us. But it's never going to happen again.
I don't know if that's true. There was definitely, I think, so 2012 is when X-Wing and Netrunner got dropped. And then FFG went on a spree from that point, where Gen Con kind of became that.
And they announced Keyforge, they announced L5R, they announced...
2013 was Imperial Assault and something else, like Rune Wars or something.
Yeah, etc.
I don't remember. 2014 was Conquest. 2015 would have been...
How do you remember all this stuff?
I don't know, man. 2015, I don't know. 2016 was Destiny and Arkham.
Was 2015 that...
L5R.
Was L5R or Legion?
No,
when did Legion hit?
Later.
Because I remember playing a minis game on camera or something.
Rune Wars. 2018 was Legion, as well as Keyforge.
Yeah, that was big.
2019 was Marvel Champions.
Yeah.
2017...
Wait, 2020, 2021, nothing has been announced new game-wise, right?
They... Not
Expandable.
Not on that level.
Yeah.
No, it was a Descent X.0.
Yeah.
There was some mansions at some point, but there was like at least one new major expandable game from like 2012 on from FFG alone, let alone anyone else. And then that's kind of dried
I think
out.
the big thing this upcoming year is going to be X-Men are coming to Marvel Champions.
Yeah.
Now, it could be surprised. You know what would be a real surprise?
Go on.
X-Men's coming to Marvel Champions, and Keyforge is back, baby.
That would be huge. Yeah. I've said it before on the Keyforge topic, but I really do think that there's a little bit of now or never for Keyforge. I think if they're announcing that this year,
then they can announce it 10 years later and it's the same impact. But if they want any amount of like current interest before everybody just does other things, they're going to have to get into it. Will they though? What does it cost to rebuild an algorithm? What does it cost to print decks? What was the sales numbers like of this and that deck? We know from registration of decks that there was a slow decline, which is standard for all games. But is it enough? What are the numbers? Is it worth investing the time getting back into? Does Asmodee want to run organized play? No. So will they? Or is it necessary? Or is Keyforge going to be bundled in a different way, in a different format? Is it Marvel now in the Keyforge system using a Marvel algorithm to generate superhero powers, and now there's an X-Men game that you can play and you get a random X person and you put it out there and then you have different attacks that you randomly... I mean, yeah, there's a lot of options, but...
I still think them having the print and play co-op for Keyforge, and then even if the algorithm's down, it's like, are you not going to print scenarios?
Where's the money in that?
It's all your old decks still are worth buying for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's maybe more of a signal than anything, isn't it?
Like,
it's like, well, the algorithm's down, so we can't possibly
every
sell
3
you
months
anything.
you could so easily put out a $20, $30 scenario to play against for Keyforge, right? Like, that seems so easy.
Yeah.
Just saying, that one's free.
Prepared game, watch this. There's a new co-op LCG rumor. If they announced that, it would be a return to big announcements. The only one I think that makes sense is Star Wars cooperative living card game. I think that is what Asmodee wants to get into. They see Arkham, they see Champions, let's go.
My greatest, I won't say greatest. One thing I'm nervous about is that they'll do a Star Wars collectible game. We've been saying forever that collectible, big companies are going to be slower to get on the collectible train again. Destiny was kind of the first collectible game in a long time I was like getting back into it with. But now it's kind of the thing right now. So big companies will be 6 to 9 months late.
Yeah, always.
It just takes time. But I also just fundamentally am not confident in their ability to actually pull off a collectible game and or just that big of a expandable situation.
I think they would spin up a new studio that was only doing that game. I don't think it would be through FFG. No.
But a cooperative Star Wars LCG?
That is in the FFG wheelhouse.
I'm on that train. 100%.
Got a lot of good folks still there. That would be great. And if it's, what do we see from Lord of the Rings to Arkham to Marvel Champions to a Star Wars co-op? I think there's a lot of lessons that have been learned through that. You got MJ Newman, you got Jeremy, you got Boggs, you got all these, you got Caleb still there, you've got Nate French. Nate French is still there, right?
Yeah.
Corey left though. Yeah. Corey Nitzka left.
That's 100. And
that's your team right there.
It would honestly be so easy if you think about it in the Marvel.
Is Tyler still there?
Like if you did kind of like Marvel Arkham, if you switched, it didn't do the monthly pack thing. It's like 2 big boxes a year or something. Mm-hmm. And you could theme it after either movies or season, like Mandalorian. It's like, okay, this is just a whole thing.
Or you could do the 22 box with all the movies like you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can have these ideas for free.
Yeah.
We won't even charge you.
No, I'll sign the document.
You can have them. No finder's fee needed. Just let us sell your game. We'll be fine with it. All we want to do is sell some things, to people who want them in a reliable, meaningful way that is not degenerate. That's all we're looking to do. Looking to stream some games every day. How you doing out there, Alex Becker? I know you're listening. Let's just see where this goes. All right, what are we doing?
Next week,
last scenario
is the last
Venom
scenario,
Spider.
Which is good timing, and this just worked out because the next several Mondays I'm not even here.
That's right.
So I don't know what's going to be happening on stream while I'm gone. Marvel Monday is not going to happen for a while.
That's right. We did that perfect timing.
I know.
If we had failed any of these scenarios, we would have been behind.
I was a little nervous because I knew that, but I didn't want to speak it into the universe.
Ooh, Clone Wars Arkham style missions from Murph 117. There's so much potential.
Clone Wars, I would live there if I was them.
Thomas, thanks for bringing back the tokens. I ordered them already. Thank you, Thomas, and thank all of you for all the orders, all the Spidey orders. I haven't checked, but I assume there's some. And for everything over the years, like being able to be in a position where it's like, okay, I guess we'll bring back these limited edition Spidey tokens because everybody loves the products is amazing. We're super amped about that. I know that Jonathan, who designs all of these, is full of joy just knowing those kinds of things. So you're bringing a lot of joy to a lot of people, and we hope to be doing the same to you. We will see you next week for the finale of the Sinister Six, of Sinister Motives campaign. Take care, everybody.